ironically enough, the only guy ahead of him is Walter Payton. Walter Payton happens to be LT's idol.
It's Mark Champion with a call right here on Westwood One from back in Week 1 of the 2007 season when the Chargers beat the Bears 14-3 thanks to the play of future Hall of Famer LaDainian Tomlinson. Coming off his 2006 MVP season where he rushed for an NFL record 28 touchdowns, Tomlinson picked up right where he left off the previous year, scoring a touchdown on the ground in addition to that 17-yard strike to Antonio Gates. Mark mentioned it would be the 7th touchdown toss of LT's career. Turned out it would also be his last, but it remains the second most all time. And the Bears' Walter Payton still does hold the standard with 8 touchdown passes by a non-quarterback. That's tonight's memorable moment in football history. It's sponsored by Kohl's. Everyday style is easy with favorite looks for fall. Whether you're layering up or snuggling in, Kohl's has priced right picks for any occasion. Shop Kohl's and Kohl's.com today. So we get you ready for a very big game for these two teams. You take a look at what the Bears did last week. It was D'Onta Foreman who had 120 yards from scrimmage and tied his career high with 3 touchdowns. Is that something that we're going to see tonight from Chicago? Are they going to be able to navigate this I said San Diego again. I did it again. This L.A. Chargers defense. We're going to find out in just a moment. For right now, we're going back out to SoFi and rejoining Ryan Racky and Mike Golick. You are in Los Angeles, right?
We are in Los Angeles. And you know what, Scott? Now that you did it, I'm probably going to do it a couple times tonight. Thanks for that. Welcome to SoFi Stadium. The L.A. Chargers, the Chicago Bears, and let's talk about Mike Golick's keys to the game tonight. Mike, let's start with the visiting Chicago Bears. Tyson Bagent gets his second start at quarterback. They've won 2 of their last 3 games. How about the keys for Matt Eberflus' team to get a road win tonight?
Make it easy on Bagent. Make it easy. Get that running game going. Again, D'Onta Foreman had a monster week last week. Feed him. Feed the rushing attack. Keep him in front of the change. Again, this isn't rocket science, but this is what's going to help a young quarterback and keep him on the move. Defensively, they've been playing well the last couple of weeks, and it's because they normally don't blitz a lot, but they blitzed a little more in the last couple of weeks. They're getting a little more aggressive. They weren't getting enough pressure just out of that front 4. They were doing well in the back 7, but the front 4 wasn't doing enough, so they're starting to bring a little more pressure, and they may need that tonight.
All right, let's talk about the keys for the Chargers. They opened the season losing a couple of games. They come back. They win 2, even it up. Now they've lost their last 2 games. Important game at home tonight for Brandon Staley's team. How about the keys for them?
This offense has no rhythm at all. For an offense, I think that had been somewhat feared around the NFL with the amount of points and yards that they could put up. As I said, 2 losses in a row, just 17 points. Not getting it done there. Eckler's got to become bigger. We'll get in more to his last couple of games, but has to become a bigger part of this offense. Spread that ball around, move it around on this Chicago defense, especially if they're aggressive. Try and take advantage of that. Defensively, listen, this defense for the Chargers has struggled, but their pass rush is in the top 10, and they're pretty good against the run. So if they can keep the Bears behind the chains a little bit and let them pass, let those edge rushers, Mack and Bosa, get after a little bit and push up the gut, that's where they can win this game with the pass rush.
Beautiful night here in Southern California. It is 74 degrees under the roof of SoFi Stadium. It is open at both ends. Plenty of navy blue and orange Bears fans in the house here tonight for this matchup. Chargers won the toss. They have deferred their option to the second half, and so Chicago will have the ball first. Chargers take the field in the powder blue jerseys with white numbers. They have white pants and white helmets with the gold lightning bolt on either side. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's the white jerseys, navy blue numbers outlined in orange. They have the navy blue pants with orange and white stripes down the side. The navy blue helmets with the iconic Chicago C in orange on either side. Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up at the 35-yard line, ready to send it deep from our right to our left. Velus Jones waiting about 3 yards deep in the end zone. Great to have you along. Week number 8 of Sunday Night Football is underway with an end-over-end kick. Jones moving to his left. He's got it 2 yards deep. He's coming out. Far side numbers across the 10. Angles right to the 15. Drives his way across the 20 and out to about the 22-yard line. And that's where the Bears will start their opening drive of the night. So Tyson Bagent last week, 21 of 29, 162 yards and a touchdown. He also had 3 carries for 24 yards in the game. D'Onta Foreman had a big game with 3 touchdowns. DJ Moore, Darnell Mooney, and Velus Jones are the wide receivers. Cole Kmet is the tight end. First and 10 Bears at their own 21. Ball is on the far side left hash. Pistol formation to open up. 3 receivers right. DJ Moore goes in motion to the left. Bagent, left foot in front of right. He's got Deontay Foreman behind him. Now shifts him off to his right side. Bagent waits, takes a high shotgun snap. Back to pass. Has plenty of time. Looks going deep down the right side. Trying to find Mooney. And he makes a diving catch inside the 40-yard line of the Chargers. There is a penalty flag that went down. Did Mooney push off to get separation?
Yeah, it looked like right at the end he pushed off to get clear. Nice catch and all, but I do think he pushed off. You see those arms straighten out on a push-off. I think that's going to be the call, unless there was contact by the defender before that.
Brad Rogers is our referee. He's got the call.
The result of the play is a completed pass, pass interference. Defense number 26. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, first down.
So they did get him pushing with contact before what we thought was a little push-off by Darnell Mooney. It did look like he kind of stiff-armed him away, but the defensive interference happened before.
Well, how about the Bears coming right out, letting Bagent throw, and he goes deep to the birthday boy, Darnell Mooney.
Awesome.
Down that right sideline, he picks up 41 yards. And a first down for the Bears. They've got it in Chargers territory at the 38-yard line. Bagent goes under center, receivers left and right. Here's the snap. Bagent back on a handoff, and Foreman hit in the backfield and ridden down by Kenneth Murray, the linebacker. Maybe got a yard on the play to about the 37-yard line, and that'll bring up second down and 9. Deontay Foreman was big last week. 2 rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown. 4th Bear in the Super Bowl era to have multiple rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown in the same game. Second down 9 from the 37. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Bagent under center, takes the snap, handed off. Trent Taylor sweeping left, hit in the backfield and dropped by Mack. Khalil Mack was right there waiting for Trent Taylor, not fooled at all, brings him down back at the 39 for a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd and long.
So, as I said, they're pretty good against the rush, 11th in the league, giving up less than 100 yards, and I said they could win with their pass rush. The downside of that, Ryan, is while they're last in the league in pass defense, they're also allowing wide receivers 213 yards a game. That's worse than the NFL as well. So they got to get that rush there because receivers have done damage against this defense.
3rd down and 11. Bears this year, 9th in the NFL, 43% on 3rd down. Corey Blasingame, the fullback, is in the backfield. Off to Bagent's left. Shotgun snap. Bagent takes the handoff. Under pressure and sacked at midfield by Bosa. Joey Bosa coming through nearly untouched. Picks up the sack, and the Bears will punt it away.
Not sure that it mattered, but why you play action there, I have no idea. It's a pure passing down. And Bosa lined up down inside. That's the beauty of a guy versatile like that, and he just absolutely just 2 arms straight walked back Cody Whitehair, the left guard, right back into the quarterback. Great rush.
13th third down sack of the year for the Chargers, most in the NFL. And now Trenton Gill is on to punt. And he drops the nose of the football, hits an end-over-end punt. Fair catch signaled for and made inside the 10-yard line by Darius Davis. There is a flag down, and Gill hit the deck.
So I believe that's going to be running into the kicker, which is going to be 5 yards. Again, a 15-yarder would give him the first down.
Chris Rump was the man that made contact.
Running into the kicker, defense number 0. That penalty is declined. Timeout.
Take it back. It was Deion Henley that was the one that made contact. But the 5-yard penalty is declined. And the Chargers will have the football when we come back. 12:44 to go in the first quarter. No score between the Chargers and the Bears. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
time to roll out the red carpet for, well, new carpet. There's no better time than right now at the Home Depot, where the more you buy, the more you save. Save up to 15% on select special order carpet styles you love from brands you trust. And installation is included on qualifying purchases. Start your carpet project today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Offer valid October 12th through October 29th. Receive up to 15% off select special order carpet purchases. Minimum purchase required. Exclusions apply. For licenses, see homedepot.com/license numbers.
Everybody's choosy about something. It might be your favorite snack.
2 scoops of Rocky Road, please.
Your style.
Those earrings look amazing on you.
Or the things you like to do with your best friend. You can be choosy when it comes to getting a COVID-19 vaccine, too. If you're thinking about getting an updated vaccine, there's more than one type available. You can find out more at WeDoVaccines.com. This message was brought to you by Novavax. Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
Welcome back to the Grainger broadcast booth at SoFi Stadium, along with Mike Golick. I'm Ryan Radke. For the ones who get it done, there's Grainger, offering over 1 million industrial-grade products, fast delivery, and free technical support. Call Grainger.com or just stop by. Bears get the big opening play. The shot to Darnell Mooney, but have to punt. Now the Chargers start at their own 8. 1st and 10. Justin Herbert is under center. He's got receivers left and right, 2 tight ends to the right side. Austin Eckler is the running back. Herbert takes the snap, looks left, nothing there, pulls it down, runs right, and just slides down. Wanted to get rid of that ball quickly to his left, but it wasn't there, so he pulled it down, moved to his right, and then went to a slide with Jalen Johnson waiting right there to make the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. That'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, he was looking at Palmer right away. I mean, that's where he was going, right there, and as soon as it wasn't there, he said, okay, I got to get what I can get. That just didn't look good from the start.
Joshua Palmer questionable with a knee injury, but out there to start the game tonight. Cripps left, single man right, 2nd down 9. Shotgun snap to Herbert, back to pass, looks left, throws left, caught by Keenan Allen just across the 10, and then he is wrapped up and thrown backwards by Tyreek Stevenson. 2nd-round pick out of Miami. That's a gain of about 4, and now 3rd and medium coming up for the Chargers.
So this is what to always look at for the Bears now. Again, they're 31st in sacks. They only have 10. As I said, they started to be more aggressive, so that's what we need along on pure passing downs like this. Will we see them bringing more than 4?
Herbert will line up in the gun. He's got Eckler to his left. 3 receivers right, single man left, 3rd and 5 at the 13-yard line. Eckler motions into the left slot. Herbert looks out to his right, makes a motion with his right hand. Lifts that right leg, takes the snap, back to pass, fires over the middle. That's caught. Keenan Allen makes the catch right at the 6. They're going to give him the 1st down. Elijah Hicks with the tackle on 3rd and 5. It's a gain of 6, and L.A. gets a fresh set of downs.
4-man rush there, on timing throw, and a great job by Keenan Allen. How many times do we see this type of play, Ryan, where they run the route 2 yards short of the 1st down marker? Keenan Allen, a seasoned pro, knows exactly where the sticks are and goes beyond it for the 1st.
Allen 6th in the NFL in receiving yards coming into tonight, already with a couple of catches. 1st and 10 now for the Chargers. Ball at the 19. I formation behind Herbert. Takes the snap. There's a handoff to Joshua Kelly off the right side. Running outside the hash mark, and he's ridden down close to the 25. So a good run for Kelly. TJ Edwards on the stop. Gain of about 6. That'll bring up 2nd and 4.
So we talk about Austin Eckler. He had in back-to-back games 108 scrimmage yards total. It's the worst 2-game stretch of his career. That's what I said. I think they got to get. Personally, 18 to 20, 22 touches for him, I think, needs to happen in this game.
Call it 2nd down and 5 at the 24. Herbert lines up with a gun with Eckler to his right. 2 receivers left, single man to the right. Allen now in motion from left to right. Shotgun snap, Herbert back to pass, throws right side. Allen's got it, knocked out of bounds with a 1st down. 3rd catch already for Keenan Allen across the 30 to the 32. Tyreek Stevenson bumped him out. Another 1st down for the Chargers.
Well, basically Herbert's saying, you're going to give my guy space and we're just going to do this all day. We're going to paper cut you to death right down the field if you're going to give us space like that.
Gain of 7 on the pass to Keenan Allen. 1st down and 10 for the Chargers. 10 minutes remaining in the 1st quarter. No score in the game. Opening drive for L.A. Herbert lines up with a gun with Eckler to his right. 2 receivers stacked left. Single man to the right. That's Quentin Johnson, the 1st-round pick. Herbert wants the shotgun snap. He's got it fixed to Eckler. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Looks, dumps it short. Eckler's got it over the middle. Running left across the 35. Out to the 40. Now the 45. And he's ridden down from behind. It'll be another first down. Khalid Kareem just off IR made the stop. A gain of 13 on the dump off to Austin Eckler.
So there are planned plays that can hurt you, and then there are broken plays. Herbert does the play-action pass here, has to start moving around the pocket, just a four-man rush, and then finds his guy right there. And this is when Austin Eckler can be at his most dangerous.
From the Chargers 45, 1st and 10, Herbert in the gun. He's got Eckler to his right. Two receivers right. Johnston, the rookie wide receiver, split to the left.
Hey, we're good.
Herbert, hands in front of his chest, lifts that right leg, waits on the shotgun snap. He's got it, holds it out, gives it to Eckler, running between the hash marks, diving forward out to midfield. And Austin Eckler finds a little crease, gets through for 5. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. Tremaine Edmonds on the stop. Free agent pickup from Buffalo.
Talked about the Chargers being 11th against the rush. The Bears are actually 5th, only giving up a little over 82 yards a game. So both these defenses, while they struggle against the pass more, do well against the run.
Receivers left and right for the Chargers on 2nd down and 5 from midfield. Herbert puts his hands under center, barks out the signals, offset eye behind him. Here's the snap. Herbert back, hands it off to Kelly, pitches back to Herbert, fires it over on the left side. That's caught by Parham, the tight end. Stiff arms the defender and is brought down with a first down. Running out to his left, crossing the Bears 45, down to about the 43. Elijah Hicks made the tackle. A gain of 7, a play that looked like it was going nowhere, and the Chargers still move the sticks.
Yeah, Parham's 240, and Hicks is about 200 or a little less there. So not only is he going to win that battle, but he's going to stay on his feet a little longer unless he gets his legs taken out from him. Got that long arm, stiff arm going.
Two receivers right, single man left. 1st and 10 from the Bears 43. Ball is on the near side left hash. Here's the snap. Handoff, running left side just inside the numbers across the 40. And down to about the 39-yard line goes Joshua Kelly. That's a gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. Zach Pickett's third rounder out of South Carolina on the stop. Don't miss all the NFL action next Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern on NFL Network, when the Miami Dolphins meet the Kansas City Chiefs live from Frankfurt, Germany. Of course, you can also hear that game right here on Westwood One. 2nd down, 6 from the Bears 39. Pistol formation. Receiver in motion from right to left. That's Allen. Here's the snap. Herbert back on a play fake. Looks left. Throws left. Caught by Eckler outside the numbers. Breaks the tackle. Out to the sideline. 35. 30 to the 25. 20. 15. 10-5. Eckler diving. Is he in? He is. Touchdown Chargers. Austin Eckler races down the left sideline and scores. And the Chargers have taken the lead. 6-0 LA. 7:08 to go in the first quarter. The 30th receiving touchdown of Austin Eckler's career.
Again, just get it to him in space. Nothing fancy. Get out, get the lineman in front of him. He makes a nice first move, and then gets a great block by Jamari Salyer downfield, the big man, getting downfield and getting that last block to spring Eckler into the end zone.
So Cameron Dicker comes on for the extra point try. They did take a look upstairs just to make sure that Eckler stayed in bounds. He did. And Dicker now to make it a 7-0 game. His kick is on the way. It is right down the middle, and it is good. An impressive start for the LA Charger offense as they start inside their own 10, go 92 yards, and get the touchdown. Timeout on the field with 7:08 to go in the first quarter. It's the Chargers 7, the Bears nothing. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
If your credit card bills have gotten out of hand, call Consolidated Credit now. If you're making the minimum payments, but your balance is just not going down, call Consolidated Credit now. If the interest rates on your credit cards are so high, it will take years to get out of debt, call Consolidated Credit now. They've helped over 5 million people. They can consolidate your debts into one lower payment, reduce your interest rates, and get you out of debt fast. If you're struggling with credit card debt, call Consolidated Credit now.
Call now, 800-552-6750. That's 800-552-6750. 800-552-6750.
Consolidated Credit Counseling Services Incorporated, 5701 West Sunrise Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 33313. Not a loan company licensed by the New York Department of Financial Services and by the Vermont Department of Financial Regulation. Maryland DM 19, Oregon DM 80031. Licensed by Virginia State Corporation. Commission license number DC 32. Establishment of a plan may adversely affect the individual's credit rating or credit scores. Non-payment of debt may lead creditors to increase financial charges or collections activity, including litigation.
Before Shopify, were you wondering, where are my sales at?
Now you're selling with Shopify, the global commerce platform supercharging your selling. You have no problem selling online, in person, on social media, and beyond. Gary, easy on the cha-ching.
Oh, sorry, but my Shopify sales are through the roof.
Start selling with Shopify today and discover how millions of businesses around the world use Shopify to ignite their selling. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/touchdown. Shopify.com/touchdown.
Welcome back to Los Angeles, where it's time for the Shopify Fact of the Game. Well, I mentioned that Austin Ekeler picks up the 30th receiving touchdown of his career. Ekeler is now the youngest in NFL history, youngest running back in NFL history to get to 30 receiving touchdowns, passing Marshall Faulk. He also has set a record. He has the most touchdown catches for any running back with one team in the Super Bowl era. He had been tied with Brian Westbrook at 29. And finally, Ekeler is now the 7th player in NFL history to have 30 receiving touchdowns and 30 rushing touchdowns. He joins Marshall Faulk, Frank Gifford, Lenny Moore, Brian Westbrook, James Brooks, and John David Crow. It's the Shopify Fact of the Game. Want to sell smarter? Get Shopify. Shopify's commerce platform helps you sell more with the best converting checkout on the internet. Get a $1 per month trial at shopify.com/touchdown.
I was going to use all those notes a little later in the show. Way to go. Thank you.
Right away.
Well, what do you want me to say now? I got nothing to say.
Just carrying you as usual. Cameron Dicker with the end over end boot. Valus Jones moving to his left to let the ball land in the end zone, and the Bears will start at the 25-yard line. Well, Mike, I mean, you mentioned Austin Ekeler, 108 scrimmage yards last 2 games. Buick's been a 2-game stretch over the last 5 years of his career. That Charger drive, though, that looked like the Charger offense that everybody thought we were going to see this year.
Yeah, it did, and a lot of it is around Herbert. I understand that, but so much of it is around Ekeler, whether running the ball or catching that short pass out of the backfield. That did look like the Chargers offense that we're used to seeing.
Now let's see if the Bears can get it going. They had that great play, the 41-yard pass to Darnell Mooney on the first play of the game, and then just went backward from there. They're going to go empty here. Trips left, 2 receivers right. Bagent in the backfield, left foot in front of right in the shotgun. Lifts that right leg, takes the snap, back to pass, quick throw, right side, caught outside the numbers, just shy of the 30 by Jones. Second-year man out of Tennessee. That'll be a short gain. They'll mark him at the 29. It's a gain of 4. Michael Davis on the stop, and that'll bring up second down at 6. Mike, this is interesting to me. See the Bears going to the passing game early. Yeah. They were empty right there. This is a team that runs the ball really well, but a defense that struggles against the pass.
It does, but 160 yards or more 4 consecutive weeks. I would like to see them try and establish that. I know that old line would rather just be moving forward and trying to establish that.
Well, now we got a wildcat formation. Deontay Foreman is going to take the snap, running to his right, fakes a pitch, runs outside the numbers across the 35, over the 40, dragging tacklers over the 45, all the way out to the 46. So Deontay Foreman picks up 17. Derwin James on the stop. There is a penalty flag on the play.
Late flag on that, yeah, thrown behind the action as it was going down the field.
And the Bears are all walking backwards.
Yeah. They catch a hold here as it was going. It was an excellent play. Maybe there's a reason why it was an excellent play. We'll see.
Another long discussion. This might be about where the hold occurred.
Right,
remember, it's from the spot of the foul.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Offense, number 62. 10-yard penalty, second down.
That's Lucas Patrick, the former Packer center, that gets called for that. So that'll take the ball back to the 19-yard line. And they'll replay second down, make it second and 16.
So, I mean, this couldn't be starting worse for Chicago. Again, a young quarterback now way behind the sticks at second and 19. So this is one of those, just get about half of it back. Maybe a little more than half of it right now. You don't have to get crazy. Just try and get in a decent position for third down.
Bagent will go under center, slot right, single man left. Foreman is the lone running back. Blasingame, who had been wide to the right, motions in tight to the line. Here's the snap. Bagent back, sets his feet. Time to survey the field. Moving to his right, throws to his right. Blasingame juggles it and drops it. Well, it probably wasn't going to be a big gainer, but Corey Blasingame had that one hit right in his hands. There's also a penalty flag down back by where Bagent released the ball.
Holding again. I mean, boy, oh boy, this is turning into an ugly drive.
Holding. Offense. Number 62.
Oh, boy.
That penalty is declined. The result of the play is third down.
Well, at least in the books it doesn't go against Lucas Patrick because it got declined, but that's 2 times in a row. You're right in the middle of the field. or right over Nick Williams is over him and ends up holding him. So this is, you couldn't be in a worse position than this.
I got to tell you, Mike, there's no doubt that Patrick held, but he only did that after Williams had his hand up under Patrick's face mask.
They missed that part of it.
So Bajan will line up in the gun now on 3rd and 16. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Darrington Evans is in the game to the right of Tyson Bajan. Now Kmet motions from right to left. Bajan gets the shotgun snap. Back to pass. Under pressure. Rolling to his left. Flips his hips. Throws to the sideline. Caught by Kmet. But he's out of bounds shy of the first down. Needed to get to the 35. He went out of bounds just across the 32-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 14. It'll bring the Bears punt team onto the field.
So not a bad play call because the route is going to be less than the sticks, but it just happened too late. Kmet caught the ball about 2 yards away from the sideline. He was not able to turn it up. If he could have caught that in about 3 more yards, he might have been able to turn it up and lean to a first down.
So Darius Davis back to return the punt from Trenton Gill. Chargers on top 7-0 here in the first quarter. Clock moving, 5 minutes, 22 seconds remaining. Gill standing back inside the 20. Meanwhile, Davis with his heels right at his 20-yard line. Gill spins the football, hits a high twisting kick, not very deep. Davis running up, runs into a Bear, lets the ball hit. It rolls inside the 25, inside the 20, and the Bears will finally down it around the 15-yard line, but there is a penalty flag down. Couldn't quite see who it was, but somebody ran right into Darius Davis.
Velus Jones ran into him. Yeah, that's just, you got to be aware of where you are. He wasn't being blocked at that point. He was running side by side with the guy blocking him, but he was running straight at the return man. Then all of a sudden, it seemed like he realized where he was and tried to get out of the way, but not before he clipped into the returner.
Davis kind of threw his right arm out there, too, to make sure he got contact.
Fair catch interference. Kicking team number 12. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, L.A. Chargers. Timeout.
So that'll give the Chargers good field position for their second drive when we come back. 5:01 to go in the first quarter. It's the Chargers 7 and the Bears nothing. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Get in zone, AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Thinking about gas mileage. Changing your oil with a full synthetic oil like Castrol Edge can help your engine get more miles. Right now, you can get 5 quarts with an STP Extended Life Oil Filter for only $36.99. Get started on your next job today with the parts you need when you need them at AutoZone or AutoZone.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Wager at BetMGM to earn BetMGM rewards points that can be redeemed for online credits. You can also redeem your points at MGM resorts nationwide. Play, earn, and enjoy with BetMGM rewards. Please gamble responsibly. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer. All promotions subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets. Bonus bets expire in 7 days from issuance. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hulu has live sports. Watch your favorite football teams with over 90 live channels, including ABC, CBS, ESPN, Fox, NBC, and more. Plus, get access to Hulu's entire streaming library, filled with top shows, movies, and originals. With Hulu Plus Live TV, get access to Disney Plus and ESPN Plus, all in one plan. Say goodbye to extra cable fees and get all the sports and entertainment you need with Hulu Plus Live TV today. Live TV plan required, restrictions apply. Access content from each service separately and select ESPN Plus content via Hulu. Learn more at Hulu.com.
Stream the NFL on Westwood One for free, sponsored by AutoZone. All season long, you can listen to our broadcast of the NFL live on WestwoodOneSports.com, on the NFL app, by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports, or on our affiliate stations' digital platforms. Make AutoZone your end zone. Check engine light on. Get a check with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. Get in the zone. AutoZone. Restrictions apply. 5:01 to go first quarter. Chargers 7, Bears nothing. Great start for the Chargers, Mike. Yeah. Not great for the Bears.
No, not so much for the Bears. Again, the short passes we see working for the Chargers, especially getting Eckler in space. As I mentioned earlier, the Chicago defense had been playing well. I'll give you some stats to go along with it, but overall they have been playing well the last couple of weeks, especially against the run. They've been very good on third down as well. But as we talked about, the Chargers' first drive really mixed up, did a nice job of keeping that defense on their heels.
Chargers will start from their own 45, 1st and 10. Herbert under center with Eckler the back, Rivers left and right. Herbert takes the snap, back to pass, sets his feet, looks, throws right side, caught by Palmer, and he's knocked out of bounds just shy of the first down. Across the 50 at the 46-yard line of Chicago. Tyreek Stevenson in coverage, again at 9. That'll bring up 2nd and 1.
So we're either seeing just timing routes on the outside, or we're seeing the plays of the little swing passes, the short passes to Eckler in the middle of the field. And these timing routes are it's just Herbert throwing to a spot. This is something they do 1,000 times at practice.
Herbert lines up in the gun, slot to the left. Eckler off to Herbert's left side on 2nd down and 1. Tight end goes in motion from right to left. Here's the snap. Handoff. Eckler running just outside the left hash. And he's got the first down. He crosses the 45. Didn't get much, but didn't need much. Stevenson on the stop. It's a gain of 2. It's a first down for the Chargers.
Now, with the Chargers, again, this is now only the second drive, but they're getting 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3 in that area there, which amazingly opens up the playbook on what you're going to do. And as I keep saying, it keeps the defense from really attacking and have to read more than anything else.
Eckler, 2 carries for 7 yards, couple of catches for 52 yards and the touchdown. I formation now. Kelly is the tailback. Herbert hands off to him. Kelly running right in between the hash marks and the numbers. Flips his way forward out to about the 40-yard line. Man, he went airborne and got flipped head over heels by DeMarcus Walker. It'll be a gain of 3. That'll bring up 2nd and 7. Well, if you can't get to a radio to hear us each week, you can listen online to any and every football game we broadcast this season for free by going to our website, westwood1sports.com. 2nd down and 7. Ball resting just across the 41-yard line of the Bears. 7-0 Chargers. 3:23 to go in the first quarter. Pistol formation. Kelly lines up behind Herbert. Allen in short motion from the left. Here's the snap. Herbert back. Throws right on the slant. Caught by Palmer. First down across the 35. They went after Stevenson again. They'll mark him down at the 32. That's a gain of 9. And Palmer is hurt.
He's had the knee issue. Didn't practice a couple days this week, and that's where they reached down and grabbed right away. Was his knee, and he definitely looks like he's in some pain.
Boy, the Chargers do not want to see that. They're already without Mike Williams, who is on IR. Palmer was questionable, but he is in pain right now. No Gerald Everett, the tight end tonight. He's out with a hip injury. Stevenson grabbed Palmer, dragged him down. And you're right, Mike, right away Palmer went grabbing for that knee, and he's down at the 35. He is going to get up, but he is unable to put any weight on his right leg. He is hopping to the sideline. Looks like he's trying to get away from the trainers as fast as possible.
I know that feeling. The frustration of knowing you have that injury and then hurting it. He's running right over to the blue tent and going in the blue tent, and they'll check it out in there. That's a shame.
And this is a reason, Mike, we talked about Herbert's numbers. You look at his first 3 games, 74% completion, 313 yards a game, 6 touchdowns, no picks. Last 3 games, only 57% completions, down to 217 yards a game, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks. I mean, you don't want to make excuses, but when you don't have Mike Williams and Palmer is beat up and Gerald Everett isn't in there now.
And Eckler had been out for a while as well. Yeah, you lose those weapons. I mean, we've seen a little bit of that in San Francisco. You know, the one game when McCaffrey was out for a bit, Deebo Samuel still hasn't come back. McCaffrey hasn't missed a game, but you had some injuries going on that offense, and when you take some of those weapons away, you see some different results.
Well, let's see what happens from here on out, because Herbert right now is 8 of 8 for 95 yards. So mark it down, and we'll see what happens now that Palmer is out of the game. We're going to step aside. 3:07 to go in the first quarter. Chargers lead 7-0. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
It's game day at Jim's house, and the spread is impressive.
Mike's already done some damage with the hot wings, and now he's dropping back and going deep for another slice of pizza.
I sure hope he brought the Pepto.
Mike knows the Pepto-Bismol provides fast 5-symptom relief from unexpected stomach upsets. He's no rookie.
The way he's throwing back those nachos, he's the GOAT.
Be ready for game day with Pepto-Bismol.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Scots for Scots here. The best time to feed your lawn is in the fall, which is right now. The soil is warm, the air is cool, and your lawn can't wait for a feed-in. And neither should you. So pick up a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard and put it down now to strengthen those roots for winter and give your lawn a deeper green next spring. Do it. Today. Right this second. Well, not if you're driving. If that's the case, go pick up a bag first, then go put it down. Now.
Pick up a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. It's guaranteed.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
It's wrangler season out there. Warmer days, cooler nights. Open roads, endless horizons. And you need to be ready in jeans made for the unpredictable. Wrangler. For for the ride of life. Shop our newest styles today at Wrangler.com.
3:07 to go first quarter. Chargers have a 7-0 lead. 1st and 10 from the Bears 32 on the far side right hash. Herbert puts his hands under center. 2 receivers to the left. Herbert takes the snap. He'll hand it off. Running straight ahead. Inside the 30 is Joshua Kelly down to the 29-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3. T.J. Edwards, the free agent from Philly, on the tackle. And now a 2nd down and 7. As Mike mentioned, Joshua Palmer is in the medical tent getting his knee looked at. And so the Chargers, you now have Keenan Allen, and after that, things get really thin. Quentin Johnson, the first-round pick from TCU, just 7 catches all year. Darius Davis, 4th-rounder, he's got 5 catches all year. Herbert to the gun on 2nd and 7. Here's the snap, back to pass. Herbert looks, throws over the middle. That's caught at the 25, inside the 20, and down to about the 16-yard line goes Austin Eckler. T.J. Edwards on the stop. All those guys out. Eckler's in. He's carrying the load right now.
Well, he absolutely is. And when they're only rushing 4 like that, they drop off into zone. Eckler just curls right in front of them and gets the ball in space. And I think that's what you're going to see, as you mentioned, with Palmer and then with Keenan Allen. You got guys, because they've been all timing routes to the outside. Now one of those guys is gone. So I think Eckler is going to get those touches tonight.
1st and 10 for the Bears, 16. Single receiver split wide to the right. Eckler is the back. Herbert under center. Herbert looks over the defense, takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Eckler. Starts left, cuts right, cuts back left again outside the hash marks. And he takes it down across the 13-yard line, close to the 12. So Austin Eckler picks up 3, maybe 4. Jack Sanborn with the stop. 2nd down coming up. Clock continues to roll. 90 seconds to go here in the opening quarter with the Chargers on top 7-0 and looking for more.
So we talked about Chicago winning the last 2, playing complementary football, especially with a new quarterback and not asking him to do a lot because the defense is playing well. This now is not. And eventually, depending on what the Chargers do here, put that Chicago offense in a hole.
2nd down, 6.5. Trips right, single man left. Herbert to the gun, shifts Eckler from his left to his right. Herbert wants the shotgun snap. He's got it back to pass. Looks right, looks left, throws the screen to Eckler on that side, runs along the numbers to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. There's a penalty flag thrown in the area of holding. Tyreek Stevenson made the stop. Brad Rogers has been a busy man early in the game tonight.
Sure has. We have a Chicago Bear player is down.
Wonder if that's Stevenson who made the tackle.
I think it is.
There is no foul on the play for holding. Timeout for injury.
Wow. So the pass goes to Eckler, who gets down to the 9-yard line. So a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 3. It is Stevenson, 2nd rounder out of Miami, that is being attended to by the trainers. A break in the action. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Chargers. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Jim Rome here. Now your ideas do not have to wait. They have everything they need to come to life, whether they're big ideas, small ones, or anything in between, because Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, technology that loves expanding your business and evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com/welcome to now. That's Dell.com/welcome to now.
Tyreek Stevenson able to get up and walk off under his own power. Chargers have a 7-0 lead here in the first quarter with 60 seconds to go. They've got a 3rd and 3 from the Bears' 9. Eckler remains in the game in the backfield. He'll line up to Herbert's left. 2 receivers go to the left, single man right. Allen is in the left slot. Herbert in the gun, hands in front of his chest, brings Johnson in motion from left to right. Here's the snap. Herbert back, looks left, looks middle, throws left. That's caught across the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown Chargers, and it's Simi Fehoko. It's his first catch of the season. It's his first career touchdown. And the Chargers lead 13-0.
Kid signed off the Pittsburgh practice squad at the end of September. Batting 1,000, right? 1 reception, 1 touchdown. And again, this was a crossing route, and the defender got kind of hooked up. Jalen Johnson, as they were crossing, he had to get out of the way of the trash, and that gave the receiver some space.
Cameron Dicker is on for the extra point. Josh Harris will snap. J.K. Scott will hold. Snap is perfect. Hold is good. Kick is on the way, and it is good. And the Chargers extend the lead. It is 14-0 L.A. with 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. Break in the action. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
If you're like most people, you've had your fair share of financial questions. Questions like, can I afford my son's travel hockey team? What if my daughter doesn't get that soccer scholarship? Will I be able to enjoy golf in retirement? At Empower, we know these questions can be stressful. We're here to help answer your what-ifs and empower what's next. Join 18 million Americans and take control of your financial future. Start today at Empower.com. Sponsored by Empower Personal Wealth.
When Shopify says you can sell anywhere, oh, they mean it. Woo, hold up. Just got a new sale. Whoa, Shopify doesn't mind if you're at sea level or on top of the world.
Whether you're selling carabiners or crop tops, start selling with Shopify today and join the platform simplifying commerce for millions of businesses worldwide. This is Possibility, powered by Shopify. Sign up for a free trial at shopify.com/touchdown. Shopify.com/touchdown.
Imagine having all the money you need for retirement, all the income, every month, guaranteed. That's Secure Future Investor, an indexed annuity tied to growth in the stock market, but without any risk of loss ever. It's guaranteed money for life income, no matter how long you live. Call 888-509-2228. 888-509-2228. Sponsored by GP Agency, Inc., Raleigh, North Carolina. Licensed in all states. Performance may vary. Consult with your financial professional before making an investment.
Try Barbasol 1919 Classic Shaving Cream. Paying homage to the original invented over 100 years ago. This non-aerosol formula features enhanced ingredients, an exceptional glide, and crisp fragrance for a winning shave experience. Learn more at Barbasol.com.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for Sunday Night Football.
WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York. Always live on the Free Odyssey app.
Along with Mike Golick, Ryan Radke, the rest of our great Westwood One crew here in Los Angeles. 43 seconds to go in the first quarter. And the hometown LA Chargers lead the Chicago Bears by a score of 14-0. Let's check the drive summary, sponsored by Dell Technologies. Dell Technologies and Intel are pushing what technology can do. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com/welcome to now. 9 plays, 55 yards, 4:18 off the clock. And Simi Fajoko's first catch of the year, first NFL touchdown, increases the Charger lead. End over end kick, and Velus Jones will let land in the end zone. And the Bears will have it at the 25. So we're talking about all the guys that aren't playing.
Yeah.
Simi Fehoko spent the last 2 years with the Cowboys, has been on the Steelers practice squad, and he grabs a touchdown to increase the lead to 14.
Nice play, crossing route play, and Herbert had all the time in the world. Remember, this is not a big sacking team, the Bears, and now they're putting this young quarterback in this offense in a real tough position. They've only run 7 plays, have the Bears.
Now let's see if the Bears maybe try to get back to that run now, which has been their bread and butter. Receivers left and right. First and 10 from the 25. Bajan under center. Quick pass right side. Caught by DJ Moore. Runs outside the numbers. Grabbed around the ankles. Able to hop his way forward. Out to about the 32, maybe the 33. Alohi Gilman, Asante Samuel combine on the stop. That'll be a gain of about 7, maybe 8. Second and short for the Bears, who are going no huddle. Bajan lines up in the gun. He's got Roshan Johnson, who is right, the rookie out of Texas. Here's the snap. Play fake. Bajan back to pass. Looking, has time, throws short left. Caught by Johnson at the 35. Turns it upfield and dives out to about the 39-yard line. Johnson has been inactive the last couple of weeks, but able to get back in there tonight. Makes the reception. Eric Kendricks with a tackle. Gain of 6. And a Bears first down.
So understand that he goes there. I get it. While he wants to throw there, but he had DJ Moore another 15 yards down the field. But that's okay. Young quarterback, take what you see there. Take the yards, move the chains.
That's the end of the first quarter here in L.A. With the score, the Chargers 14, the Bears nothing. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
The smarter way to clean your floors. It's time to make the swap. Swiffer Power Mop.
Introducing the new Swiffer Power Mop, the all-in-one tool that gives you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. The solution's built right in, so no heavy bucket, and the pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get deep into grout. Don't mop harder, mop smarter.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
How's your small business's starting lineup looking? Thinking you need fresh talent? Think of Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. The moment you post a sponsored job, you'll get instantly matched with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your job description. And you can then conveniently schedule and conduct virtual interviews with applicants right from Indeed's hiring platform. Make the hiring process work for you. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Are you retired or retiring soon? Do you know how much money you need to live comfortably? Retirement Planners of America is here for you. These may feel like scary times. Several economists are saying that a recession is imminent. So what do you do? Ancient wisdom says plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. Would you like to have financial peace of mind? Here's how. Step 1. Find out the amount of money you'll need to retire. Step 2. Have an actionable plan to get there. Step 3. Make sure that plan is executed to take advantage of market gains, but protect you from market losses. We would like to give you a free, no-obligation consultation to help you do all three. We will help you discover your magic number and give you the roadmap to get there. Call now to schedule your free consultation. 800-508-6108. That's 800-508-6108. 800-508-6108. Don't wait. Call 800-508-6108.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
Welcome back to SoFi Stadium along with Mike Golick. I'm Ryan Radke. Our score, Chargers 14, Bears nothing. Start of the second quarter is sponsored by Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Ready to test your skills? Join the Prize Picks community. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. Bears will start the second quarter at their own 40-yard line. Chicago's first offensive play was a 41-yard pass to Darnell Mooney. Since then, 8 plays for 21 yards. Tyson Bagent under center takes the snap. Here's a handoff, and running between the hash marks out to about the 43-yard line is Roschon Johnson. Eric Kendricks will get credit for the tackle. It's a gain of 3, and that'll bring up second down and 7 for Chicago.
Something the Bears really need to try and establish, though, as we had mentioned, both these defenses are pretty good against the run, but this would really help Bagent, who I think the kind of the route tree tonight, Ryan, is going to be short to long. You know, dump it off if you can. If you can't, then we'll start to look downfield a little more.
From the 42, second down and 8. Bagent goes under center. Johnson is the single back, one receiver to the right. Here's the snap. Handoff Johnson. Runs just outside the right hash. Breaks through to the 50. Dragging tacklers with him. Gets a shove from behind. And he's down to the 42 of the Chargers. Hard running there for Roschon Johnson. 4th-round pick out of Texas. He gains 10. Michael Davis, Dean Marlowe combine on the tackle.
Looking at some of those old linemen who are looking over the sideline like, let's keep doing that. Let's keep doing that. Let's keep moving forward like this and helping out our young quarterback.
I said 42, 47-yard line for the Bears. First down and 10. Single receiver goes to the right. 2 tight ends left. Bagent hands under center, takes the snap. Here's a handoff. Fumbled by Johnson. The ball is loose. A massive pile-up around the 46. It looks like the Bears got it back. Boy, Johnson just never had that cleanly. And fortunately for Chicago, they were able to recover it, and it looks like actually gained a yard on the play.
I mean, Bagent put it right in the breadbasket, right where you want it, and it just kind of slipped right out and went forward. And I'm sure Johnson was like, oh, God, no, I better get on this thing.
And he did. They actually give him 2 yards to the 45, so it's second and 8.
It's to the hard way.
Bagent lines up in the gun, receivers left and right. He's got back on the other side. Blasingame, the fullback, is to his left. Bagent left foot in front of right. Waits on the snap, play clock running down. Bagent has it, back to pass, under pressure, spins left, throws back across his body, incomplete. That was a dangerous throw by Bagent, who spun away from the initial pressure and spun right into Derwin James, and then threw the ball back across his body over the middle. And fortunately for Bagent, it landed harmlessly on the turf.
And that's a young quarterback, because Darnell Mooney did the right thing. When he saw his quarterback rolling left, he broke left, and he eventually came open, but Bagent threw to where he thought Mooney was going to go. But Darnell Mooney did the right thing to try to follow his quarterback to the outside.
Third down and 8. 2 receivers wide left, single man to the right. Bagent in the gun. He's got Blasingame to his right side. Mooney in motion from the left. Here's the snap. Bagent back, looks left, throws left. Intercepted! Sailed it over the head of Mooney, and an easy INT for for the Chargers, Ja'Sir Taylor, his first pick of the year, and the Chargers will take over. First career interception for Ja'Sir Taylor. It couldn't have been easier.
So it was over the head of Mooney and underneath Moore. Like, where was he throwing the ball? Unfortunately, it looked like the Charger that was running the route.
12:45 remaining in the first half. Chargers take over with a 14-0 lead. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
Hi, Discover. It's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to thank you for the cash back on my groceries.
Discover Cashback Debit gives everyone cash back on debit. Anything else I can help you with?
Do you know how to work an oven?
Eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashback debit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
Join us at Odyssey as we all do our one thing. Together millions of things for our planet. After Halloween, your used jack-o'-lantern and other gourds are great additions to any compost pile. When we each share our one thing, it becomes a million things for our planet. What's your one thing?
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit NoTimeToWait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundle.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Welcome back to the Grainger broadcast booth at SoFi Stadium. Along with Mike Golick, I'm Ryan Radke. Tackle your to-do list with Grainger. From locker rooms to plant floors, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Call us at Grainger.com or just stop by. After the interception by Ja'Sir Taylor, Chargers start this drive at their own 43, 1st and 10. Herbert in the gun. Chargers go empty. Trips left, 2 receivers right. Herbert lifts his right leg, gets the shotgun snap, back to pass, looks, throws short right. That's caught by Isaiah Spiller, who's hit at the 45, keeps his legs driving forward, and he's out of bounds up at the 47-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4. TJ Edwards with the tackle. So, Mike, Simi Fehoko, first NFL touchdown to extend the lead. Ja'Sir Taylor, first NFL pick, gives the Chargers the ball back.
Guys stepping up. This is what this team has been looking for. Again, many people think kind of an underachieving team showing their wares tonight.
Call it a gain of 5, 2nd down and 5. Pistol formation. Herbert fakes the handoff to Spiller. Back to pass, looking left, nothing there. Comes back right, dumps it off. That's caught by Parham, the tight end, into Bears territory, running along the right side numbers, just across the 45 to the 44. Edwards again with the tackle, but Donald Parham on the little dump off picks up 8, and Justin Herbert remains perfect in the contest. He's now 13 for 13 to start.
When you're rushing for, you're 31st in the league in sacks with just 10. Herbert has all day, and if you're in zone, you just keep floating in zone, and spaces open up, especially underneath.
1st and 10 for the Bears, 44. Herbert under center, takes the snap, tosses to Eckler, running left, cuts up just outside the hash, and he's grabbed and dropped for a loss. Boy, that time, great penetration by Edwards. He gets the tackle for loss, his 3rd of the year. They'll move it back, it looks like, to about the 46-yard line, so that'll go with a loss of 2 and bring up 2nd down at 12.
Matt Eberflus' defense, he is a big fan of linebackers, and they brought in a couple, Tremaine Evans from the Bills and TJ Edwards from the Philadelphia Eagles. That's who he wants to be leading his defense.
2nd down at 12, 11:07 to go second quarter, 14-0 Chargers on top. Trips right, 2 receivers stacked to the left. Herbert back in the shotgun. Motions out to his right side. Hands in front of his chest, lifts his right leg, takes the shotgun snap, back to pass, throws short right, caught by Palmer, who's back on the field, and he collapses down at the 40-yard line, so that'll be a gain of 6. and bring up third down. Don't miss all the NFL action this Thursday night on Amazon Prime Video when the Tennessee Titans take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Of course, you can also hear Thursday Night Football each week right here beginning at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on many of these same stations, on the NFL app or online at WestwoodOneSports.com. So 3rd and 6, and maybe 4-down territory for the Chargers. Twin receivers left and right. Herbert in the gun with Kelly to his right. Allen in motion from right to left. Herbert waiting, gets the snap, back to pass, looks right, throws right side, knocked down, incomplete, flag down. Trying to get it to Quentin Johnston. Tyreek Stevenson was in coverage, and this is going to be another penalty against Stevenson. And boy, it really feels like the Chargers are picking on him,
Pass
Mike.
interference. Defense, number 29. False place at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Well, when you got a rookie in there, if things are working against him, you keep going after him. This time, while they played too deep, they were up close, but absolute free release. Just has that left hand on Johnston as he's breaking to the outside. Just hands on him too long down the field. Easy call.
Isaiah Spiller back in the backfield, lines up to Herbert's left. On 1st down and 10, they move the ball to the 33-yard line of the Bears. 2 receivers left, Allen inside of Johnston, 2 tight ends right. Herbert back in the shotgun, brings Smart in motion from right to left. Here's the snap, fake the hand up to Spiller, quick throw, left side, caught by Johnson outside the numbers, and he's inside the 30, down to about the 29-yard line. Jack Sanborn with the tackle. It'll go as a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 now coming up for L.A. Clock moving inside of 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Chargers have a 14-0 lead.
I mean, really, Ryan, this is pitch and catch for Herbert, right? These are all short passes, all timing routes, all little loops or curls right to the middle of the field as the zone is dropping deep on him. It seems very easy for him right now.
Herbert lines up in the gun, 2 receivers to the right. Eckler in the backfield. Herbert takes the snap, holds it out for Eckler, gives it to him, running left, cuts it up outside the hash, finds the lane, and dives down to the 25-yard line. Gain of 5. Kyler Gordon with the tackle. 3rd and short. Coming up for the Chargers. Herbert, by the way, remains perfect. He is now 15 of 15 for 142 yards and a couple of touchdowns.
Listen, the routes he's throwing and what they're running, he's going to go 30 for 30.
Now a 3rd and short. So the 3rd down and about 3 yards. Herbert in the gun, trips right, 2 receivers left. Eckler is wide to the left side. Herbert wants the shotgun snap. Play clock is at 7. Eckler motions into the backfield, stops on Herbert's left side. Herbert waits, has the snap, back to throw, looking, fires over the middle, nearly intercepted. Boy, Khalid Kareem almost had himself a pick. The first incompletion of the night for Justin Herbert, and Cameron Dicker and the field goal team are coming out.
As soon as I said he'd go 30 for 30, we get an incompletion. But what they did that time, while they still brought 4, they brought one from the outside looking like a blitz and dropped off the right side of the defensive line. So they just brought, while it was 4, it was a different way to bring pressure, and it hurted Herbert on that throw.
43-yard attempt for Dicker, who's 8 of 9 on the season. He's 29 of 31 in his career. Here's the snap, ball down. Dicker's kick is on the way, and it is good. Tucks it right inside that right upright, and the Chargers increase the lead on top now, 17-0. A reminder that for every field goal made tonight and throughout the remainder of the season, Barbasol will make a donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol shaving cream, an American original for over 100 years. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. 8:50 to go in the first half. Chargers 17, Bears nothing. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Football is a game of inches, and while we've advanced the ball down the field, our efforts to achieve equality are still far from the goal. But we are in it for the long haul. For years, P&G has used its voice to shine a light on inequalities and bias, and through sustained and meaningful actions, change is being made. P&G is dedicated to improving the future of boys and men of color, supporting the success of black women entrepreneurs, expanding efforts that will improve the child care industry in the U.S., and much more. So we invite you to join us and take action to ensure the home field advantage is everyone's advantage. Go to pg.com/takeonrace to learn more. Read, watch, donate, and engage in the quest for a more equitable world for everyone.
Feeling great starts with a great shave, and great shaves start with Barbasol shaving cream. For whatever your day brings, start it off right with the American original, Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Barbasol.
Chuck Graham from our Westwood One studios. Look at the Week 8 scoreboard. The Denver Broncos beat the Kansas City Chiefs today for the first time since 2015, 24-9. The final at Empower Field at Mile High. Meantime, Baltimore knocks off Arizona 31-24 the final. Miami Dolphins win again over New England 31-17 down in South Florida. Jacksonville's won 5 in a row. They beat Pittsburgh 20-10 today. The Bengals go on the road and beat the Niners out in Santa Clara 31-17. San Francisco has now lost 3 in a row. Philly's got the best record in the National Football League. They come from behind in D.C. today to beat Washington 38-31. Dallas all over the Rams today, 43-20, the final in Big D. Minnesota win over Green Bay 24-10, but it looks like they lost Kirk Cousins possibly for the year. Seattle comes from behind to beat Cleveland in Seattle, 24-20 the final in that one. It was New Orleans over Indy 38-27. Tennessee beat Atlanta 28-23. The Jets beat the Giants in overtime, 13-10 in the Meadowlands. It was Carolina over Houston, 15-13 in the battle of the top 2 quarterbacks selected in this year's draft. We'll have all the details coming your way at halftime. For now, back to SoFi, Ryan Ratke and Mike Golick.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. 8:50 to go in the first half. All Chargers so far. They lead the Bears 17-0 as Cameron Dicker kicks it away. Bayless Jones waiting back a couple of yards deep in the end zone, but he will let this one go, and the Bears will start at the 25, first down and 10. The NFL debuts in Frankfurt, Germany with a must-see AFC showdown, Dolphins and the Chiefs. Rise, shine, and watch on Sunday, November 5th, 9:30 a.m. Eastern on NFL Network and streaming on NFL Plus. Also have that game for you right here on Westwood One, and the Chiefs going to be trying to bounce back, Mike, after they had a surprising loss today, falling to the Denver Broncos.
Denver, a big win for Sean Payton, kind of what they were hoping for him to do out there, and pulled it off big. And a lot of snow in Denver, none on the field, but boy, oh boy, we got our first snow out there.
Shotgun snap to Tyson Bagent on first down, looking to set up a screen, nothing there, throws short, and that's knocked down incomplete. Kenneth Murray was all over Deontay Foreman, and that'll bring up second down and 10. And you know, Mike, here Tyson Bagent, good week last week. They get the win. It's been all wonderful for Bagent, but tonight he's looking like a young quarterback that is finding his way in this league.
Well, he is, and we talked about the last 2 weeks, the defense has helped a lot. We call it that complementary football, and that's not happening. And tonight, behind him the sticks, behind him the scoreboard, it's making him do things that he's not comfortable doing yet.
Bagent 5-9, 73 yards and a pick. He'll go under center, 2 receivers right, single man left. Deontay Foreman is the single back. Bagent takes the snap. He'll hand it off. This is Foreman running left out towards the numbers, and he gets forward to about the 29 for a gain of 4. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. Murray again with the tackle.
You think about these two franchises here, since 2006 to now, the Chargers have had 3 starting quarterbacks. The Bears, 20.
Wow.
A lot of consistency. That's second most in that time frame. I have to imagine Cleveland is first, when they always list Joe Thomas, the great left tackle, Hall of Famer for the Browns, all the quarterbacks he's played for.
Bears 0-3 on third down tonight. This is 3rd and 6. Bagent to the gun, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Bagent brings Kmet in short motion from the left. Here's the snap. Bagent back to pass. Has time. Looks. Throws left side. That's caught. DJ Moore with a first down across the 45. Cuts inside and is spun down at about the 47. Derwin James with the tackle. That was a heck of a throw from Bagent. Just over the outstretched arm of the defense. And he finds his number 1 receiver, DJ Moore, for 18.
I thought that was going to be trouble, but he got it right over the hands of Eric Kendricks, a linebacker. You're right. That was by far his best throw tonight, and that could be a little confidence builder for him in this offense.
1st and 10 for the Bears now. They've got it at their own 47. Ball is on the near side left hash. They trail 17-0 in the second quarter. 7:23 to go before the half. Receivers left and right. High formation behind Bagent. Foreman is the tailback. Here's the snap. Foreman will take the handoff. Runs left outside the hashes across the 50 into Charger territory to the 48-yard line. That'll be a run of 5 for Deontay Foreman on first down. Second down coming up now for Chicago. Scott Matlock, 6th-round pick out of Boise State, made the tackle.
That's what they need, a little rhythm here. Gets something on the scoreboard, but starting out 2nd and 5 is really, really going to help Bagent in this play calling.
But it really helps the Bears stay within their game plan, right, Mike?
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
2nd and 5 versus 2nd and 16. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Bagent under center. Foreman remains the back. Here's the snap. Bagent back. Handoff. Foreman just outside the left hash. Finds a crease across the 45. And he's down to about the 43. Looks like he's going to have a first down. He needed 5 yards, and it looks like that's exactly what he got. Murray with the tackle. No signal yet. Brad Rogers taking a look, and there is the signal. It is first down. Boy, a patient run that time for Deontay Foreman, just waiting for a hole to open up.
We've mentioned what Foreman has done, season high in carries, rush yards, total TDs last week, so he's that guy that's going to carry behind that offensive line that's going to help the most to the young quarterback.
First and 10 from the 42. Bajan under center with an I formation behind him. Receivers tight to the line on either side. Bajan takes the snap. Here's a toss play. Foreman runs outside the left hash, ducks his head, collides with the Charger defender at the 40. That was Eric Kendricks. That'll be a gain of a couple, and it'll bring up second down and 8. Every Westwood One football broadcast this season is once again available on all Alexa-enabled devices. Just say Open Westwood One Sports, and you'll be taken straight to the action. That's Open Westwood One Sports to listen on Alexa.
Kendricks can fill. That's 7 consecutive seasons, over 100 tackles. It's a downhill linebacker there.
Free agent coming over from the Vikings. Second down and 8. 2 receivers left, 2 tight ends right. Shotgun snap to Bajan. Takes the handoff to Foreman. Back to pass. Has time. Going deep left side. Jones is wide open. Slips and falls and drops the ball in the end zone. Oh, Velus Jones was behind the defense all by himself, and he slipped and fell. My goodness.
What's the best way to help your young quarterback? Don't slip and fall. He slipped and fall, and the ball still hit him right in the chest as he was laying on the ground. That was about as easy a 6 as you're going to get, and he just couldn't keep his feet, yet still had a chance to catch the ball.
Third and 8. Bajan in the gun, trips right, single man left. Brings Darnell Mooney in motion to the left, now back out to the right. Shotgun snap, Bajan back to pass, looks, throws right side, got Kmet, makes the catch. That's a first down at the 30-yard line. So a good throw again by Bajan on the money to Cole Kmet. A gain of 10. Kendricks was in coverage and made the tackle.
I'm telling you, Ryan, these last 2 throws he made for first downs were too pretty and too hard throws in the NFL. When your receiver is being covered and you can take it over the outstretched hands of the defender on those out routes and put it right there, those are 2 of the best balls you're going to see.
Think about the frustration, too, knowing he had Jones, made a perfect throw, and didn't get anything out of it, to come right back and then make that throw to Kmet. First and 10 from the Chargers 30. Clock moving, 4:34 to go first half, 17-0 LA. DJ Moore, who had been in the backfield, motions out wide to the right. Here's the snap. Bajan back to pass. Swings it out left side. That's caught by Foreman out to the sideline. Foreman ducks his shoulder, takes a big hit. Slammed out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. Samuel and James combined on the stop. There is a penalty flag on the far side.
Yeah, it's a formation penalty against Chicago.
Offense. Number 18 and number 2 did not get set. The 5-yard penalty. First down.
Yeah, it was Tanyan and Moore. They were both kind of shifting at the same time and then never got set for that second they're supposed to be set for. Good play. I like what they were doing because they faked it to Moore on the slant in it and opened it up to the left, but ends up costing them 5.
So moving back to the 35, it'll be first and 15. Bajan in the gun with Foreman to his left, now moves behind him into a pistol look. 2 receivers left. Tunyon goes in motion from left to right. Here's the snap. Bajan back to pass, throws short right, caught by Kmet just inside the numbers. Across the 30 down to the 29. James with the tackle, gain of 6. And that'll bring up a second down and 9. Good drive here for the Bears, looking to find the end zone.
And I like that play call. Pick up 6 yards, second and 9, that's okay. I know it's still second and long, but you had first and 15. I like it. You don't have to chunk it down the field. Though he has chunked it twice and should have had 2 completions, right? 1 for a touchdown.
Yeah, the 41-yarder to Mooney, and then at Jones just wide open before he slipped and fell. Second down and 9. Bajan goes under center, takes the snap. Here's a handoff. Running off the right side, Roshan Johnson, not much. Got about a yard to the 28-yard line. And now it'll be a third down and 8 coming up for the Bears. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Derwin James with some help.
So we'll see. The Chargers, as I mentioned earlier, they know how to bring the pressure. Top 10, they're tied for 7. We saw Bosa early, rushing from the inside. Get pressure.
Bears have converted their last 2 third downs. Trips left, 2 receivers right. Bajan all by his lonesome in the shotgun. Play clock is at 5. Bajan gets the shotgun snap, back to pass, looking, throws right, got a man wide open. That's DJ Moore, and he's got the first down inside the 20 and wrapped up around the 17. boy, DJ Moore, he's the number one receiver on this team. He was all by himself. And Bagent with an easy pitch and catch. Gain of 11 and a first down for Chicago.
I mean, the middle is wide open, and DJ Moore knows exactly what to do. He's like, there is a hole there. The linebacker was going back more than going out. And so he just stopped and said, here we go. Give me the ball. I'll do the rest.
DJ Moore picked up from Carolina. That trade with the number one pick went to the Panthers. And Bryce Young got his first win today for Carolina. Trip to the left on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, Bagent back to pass, slides left, throws left, Kmet with a leaping grab inside the 15, wrapped up by Michael Davis. He broke free, but they blew the play dead. Oh, the Bears aren't going to be happy about that. Davis had him wrapped up, and just as the whistle blew, Kmet spun away and might have been on his way to the end zone. You can hear the boos from the Bears faithful that have been made at SoFi.
I'm not going to lie. I've seen them let plays go a little longer than that before they blow it dead, but I think they felt Kmet was starting to go backwards as he was being wrapped up, so they blew it dead.
It'll go as a gain of 3, and it brings us to the 2-minute warning. With the score, the Chargers 17, the Bears nothing. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Of course I use Mr. Clean Magic Eraser to clean tough messes off my stovetop and bathtub. But then I discovered I can also use it to easily clean my patio furniture and even my shoes. I'm hooked.
And when wipes won't cut it, I use Magic Eraser Sheets. They're thin and flexible erasers, perfect for everyday messes, like gunk on my counters and sinks. They really are magical.
The reviews are in. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser and Sheets make cleaning look easy.
Technology lets you access a personal trainer from home, like on this exercise mirror.
Less talking, more squatting.
But to keep your hybrid workforce in shape, you need more than technology.
And kick. And jump.
You need PCs powered by Intel vPro, custom configured by CDW. Hardware-based security and remote management make it easy to protect and monitor PCs from anywhere.
Wait, don't turn me off.
Intel vPro makes secure remote management possible. CDW makes it powerful. Learn more at cdw.com/vPro.
How's your small business's starting lineup looking? Thinking you need fresh talent? Think of Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. The moment you post a sponsored job, you'll get instantly matched with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your job description. And you can then conveniently schedule and conduct virtual interviews with applicants right from Indeed's hiring platform. Make the hiring process work for you. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
When Shopify says you can sell anywhere, oh, they mean it. Woo, hold up. Just got a new sale. Whoa, Shopify doesn't mind if you're at sea level or on top of the world.
Whether you're selling carabiners or crop tops, start selling with Shopify today and join the platform simplifying commerce for millions of businesses worldwide. This is Possibility, powered by Shopify. Sign up for a free trial at shopify.com/touchdown. Shopify.com/touchdown.
Stay up to date with Westwood One Sports by following us on X, the app formerly known as Twitter. In-game highlights, direct links to listen to live games, behind-the-scenes photos, and more. Follow Westwood One Sports on X.
How long do we have to keep saying that? X, formerly known as. Is there a time limit to that?
That's a great question. We need to look into that.
Well, you're the play-by-play guy. You're supposed to have the answers.
I just read the cards that are put in front of me.
Here we go.
I'm like Ron Burgundy.
Pointing the finger, not pulling the thumb. Okay.
Second down at 7. Trips left, Bagent in the gun. Lifts his right leg, waits. Leans forward, takes the snap, holds it out, fakes. He's going to flip it to Mooney, who plants his feet, trying to throw back left to Bagent. He's not open. Mooney pulls it down, running left across the 15, and gets shoved out of bounds at about the 11-yard line by Kenneth Murray. So they wanted to try the throwback to Bagent. The Chargers were all over it. Mooney made the right play, just keeping it in his own hands, and runs out of bounds for a gain of 3.
I wonder what Bagent was thinking as he's running that route and Khalil Mack is covering him step for step. Basically kind of saying, don't throw it to me, don't throw it to me.
You know, we talk about those welcome to the NFL moments. That's got to be one, right? Khalil Mack is covering me. Third down and 4. Trips to the right, single man left. Bagent takes the snap, toss it right side. Darrington Evans has the edge inside the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown Bears. Darrington Evans with an 11-yard touchdown run, and the Bears are on the board. 1:47 to go in the first half. Chargers 17, Bears 6.
I didn't want to interrupt you because of the professional you are, but as soon as he pitched that, I knew that was a touchdown. Darnell Wright, the right tackle, the rookie out of Tennessee, was leading the way and didn't have to hit anybody. When you don't have to block anybody, your running back is going to score. He tried to block somebody and didn't need to. Easy touchdown.
Cairo Santos on for the extra point. Here's the snap, ball down. Santos' kick is on the way, right down the middle, and good. So the Chicago Bears, in need of some positive momentum, get it. A nice drive put together, capped off by the Darrynton Evans touchdown run. And with 1:47 to go in the first half, it's the Chargers 17, the Bears 7. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
After a big dinner, my nighttime heartburn would keep me up. I'd be taking antacid after antacid all night long. But then I tried Prilosec OTC. Just one pill a day blocks my frequent heartburn for a full 24 hours, giving me one-and-done heartburn relief. Without heartburn keeping me up, I could have a restful night's sleep.
Prilosec OTC. One pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn.
It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate...
Scott the Scots here. The best time to feed your lawn is in the fall, which is right now. The soil is warm, the air is cool, and your lawn can't wait for a feeding. And neither should you. So pick up a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard and put it down now to strengthen those roots for winter and give your lawn a deeper green next spring. Do it. Today. Right this second. Well, not if you're driving. If that's the case, go pick up a bag first, then go put it down. Now.
Pick up a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. It's guaranteed.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
Wager at BetMGM to earn BetMGM rewards points that can be redeemed for online credits. You can also redeem your points at MGM resorts nationwide. Play, earn, and enjoy with BetMGM rewards. Please gamble responsibly. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer. All promotions subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets. Bonus bets expire in 7 days from issuance. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
This November, Sunday Morning Football debuts in Frankfurt, Germany on NFL Network.
It'll get no better than this.
With back-to-back weeks, must-see matchups.
Let's go!
First, the Dolphins take on the Chiefs.
For the end zone caught!
Then, the Colts face the Patriots.
And he's got it!
So set your alarms.
Game time!
Then rise, shine, and watch 2 Sundays full of football. The NFL Frankfurt Games, November 5th and 12th, only on NFL Network and streaming on NFL Plus.
Let's check the drive summary, sponsored by Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard. Fall is the best time of year to feed your lawn with Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard. Put it down now to strengthen the roots for winter and give your lawn a deeper green next spring. Great drive by the Bears, 14 plays, 75 yards, 7:03 off the clock. The first NFL touchdown run for Darrynton Evans caps it off from 11 yards out, and the Bears are on the board. Chicago had been 0 of 3 on third down. They converted a 3rd and 6, 2 3rd and 8s, and a 3rd and 4 on that drive.
2 of the best passes of the night for Bajan were on 2 of those third down conversions.
Cairo Santos to kick it away, end-over-end kick. Davis moving to his right will let this one sail over his head, land in the end zone. And the Chargers will have it at the 25, 1st and 10. A reminder to stay with us for the Sunday Night Football halftime report with Scott Graham. Scott will check all the scores and highlights from Week 8 of the NFL season. That's coming up at the half.
So this is classic practice 2-minute drill. Buck 47 left, 3 timeouts. Whatever day of the week a team works on their 2-minute drill, this is classic practice 2-minute drill right here.
Trips left, single to the gun with Eckler to his right on 1st and 10 from the 25. Herbert gets the snap. Looking. Throws it over the middle, incomplete. Got hit from behind as he delivered that one. Pressure being put on by DeMarcus Walker. Herbert had time to survey the field, got to his 3rd option, but then hit as he delivered that one. It'll be 2nd down and 10, and for Justin Herbert, just his 2nd incompletion of the night.
That was great coverage because it took a while for the pressure to get there, and Herbert was just standing in there. He's a big, strong quarterback that's going to stay right in the pocket. And it took a while. That was just way better coverage.
Same formation, trips left, single man right. Herbert in the gun, Eckler to his right side. Keenan Allen in short motion from the left. Here's the snap. Herbert back, looking right, throws right to the sideline. Quentin Johnston makes the catch across the 35. That'll be a 1st down. The rookie out of TCU makes the catch in front of Tyreek Stevenson, an 11-yard gain. And the Chargers hustle up to the ball. Clock moving, 1:27, 1:26 to go. Chargers still have all 3 timeouts. Trips left, single man right. Herbert gets the shotgun snap. Looks left, nothing there. Throws over the middle, caught by Johnston again. Makes a man miss at the 40, across the 45. Still going out near midfield. Finally brought down across the 48 at the 49.
It's a large man to be running free at 6'4", about 215, running free in the middle of the field.
Gain of 13 yards. Clock continues to roll. Herbert back in the gun. Two receivers left and right. Here's the snap. Herbert back, looking right, looking left. Flag goes down. Herbert's going to tuck it and run out to the left sideline, and he steps out of bounds at the Charger 49. That'll go as a gain of really nothing. We'll see about the marker.
I think it's going to be offside. This came from the side judge. Usually a lineman on offense or offside on defense.
Offside. Defense, number 95. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
That's DeMarcus Walker, who put the pressure on a moment ago. And this time lined up in the neutral zone, gives the Chargers a free 5. That'll move the ball into Bears territory with 50 seconds to go in the first half.
When you're going hurry-up offense like that, obviously it's hurry-up defense as well. Sometimes that's the last thing you look at is where you're lined up. You just get in the stance and turns out you're lined up offside.
So from the Bears 46, first and 10. Two receivers left, two to the right. Now Allen in motion from left to right. Herbert in the gun with Eckler to his left. Here's the snap. Blitz coming. Herbert swings it out left side. Eckler along the numbers 45. Blockers in front 40. 35 to the 30. Eckler to the 25, and he's knocked down at the 24. Deron Harmon made a touchdown-saving tackle. Chargers take time. Boy, Austin Eckler made that catch. The blitz was coming from the other side. He had a convoy in front of him and went nearly untouched until Harmon finally brought him down on the play.
So Chicago hasn't blitzed much tonight. That was a blitz there, and sure enough, what's the great play again to the screen pass where you're just running behind your big lineman down the field for a huge gain.
The copyright of tonight's broadcast of Sunday Night Football on Westwood One is owned by the NFL on behalf of its member clubs. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or any other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the National Football League is strictly prohibited.
Am I allowed to rebroadcast?
No, you are not.
I'm not?
No, it is strictly prohibited. Were you not listening a moment ago?
Did you say something?
Good Lord. From the Bears 24, I told you I read what is on the cards in front of me. I am Ron Burgundy.
Okay, Ron, I was just going to say.
Trips right, single man left. Shotgun snap. Herbert back to pass. Throws short right side. Caught by Allen. Turns in and dives down inside the 20 at about the 17. Timeout taken by the Chargers. Tyler Gordon with the tackle. It'll go as a gain of 7. 36 seconds remain on the clock. One timeout remaining for the Chargers. Fourth catch of the night for Keenan Allen.
Yeah, so this is not just trying to set up for a field goal. They're trying to go to the end zone without a doubt. I can't tell you again, just the perfect play call for a blitz was that screen pass. I mean, just absolutely worked to perfection. So still plenty of time, 37 seconds, one timeout. You still have time to get up to a ball and kill it. You have time to use your timeout. So you got the whole field for you, and I guarantee you there'll be a shot or two to the end zone here.
Second down 3. Ball's at the 17 on the near side right hash. Chargers 17, Bears 7. Herbert lines up in the shotgun. He's got Eckler to his left. 3 receivers to the right side of the formation. Quentin Johnston single man to the left. Now Allen goes in motion from right to left. He'll stop in the slot. Herbert looks out to that side, motions with his left hand. Lifts his right leg, takes the snap, back to pass, looks, throws left for the end zone. It is incomplete. Trying to get it to Quentin Johnston, and good coverage by Jalen Johnson, who had a couple of picks last week, including a pick 6 in that win against the Raiders. It'll be third down with 32 ticks remaining in the half.
Well, that's the guy to toss it to at 6'4". Get it up high and let him go get it, but just excellent coverage, as you mentioned, by Johnson, getting his left hand up right by the shoulder of Johnson and be able to deflect that ball.
So a 3rd and 3 now for L.A. Chargers so far tonight 2 of 3 on third downs. 19th in the league coming into tonight, converting on third down. Trips left, single man right. Here's the snap. Herbert back, has time, throws short over the middle, caught by Johnston, taken down at the 11. That'll be a first down. Clock is moving. Chargers don't want to spend that timeout. 20 seconds. Gain of 6. Chargers get lined up. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Herbert gets the snap. Back to pass. Looks right. Throws over the middle. Ball tipped and incomplete. Trying to dump that one late to Palmer, who would set up shop around the 5, but it's batted down with 10 seconds remaining. It'll be second down and 10.
10 seconds, at least a couple of plays, and the timeout as well. That actually went off the helmet
of
Justin Jones. And when that ball bounces in the air like that, you just fear if you're on the offensive side, that tip ball drill, there at the tip helmet drill, that it's going to get picked off.
I don't see too many of those from a 6'6 quarterback.
No, you do
down
not.
Where it hits off that helmet. They added 1 second onto the clock, so there's 11 seconds left now. Second down and 10 from the 11. Herbert in the gun, trips left, single man right. Allen lined up in the backfield. He motions into the right slot. Herbert lifts his right leg, takes the shotgun snap, back to pass, looking, fires right side, caught by Parham, escapes the tackle, into the end zone. Touchdown Chargers. Donald Parham with the catch, got away from the defense and scores. An 11-yard touchdown strike, and the Chargers answer back with 4 seconds to go in the half. LA extends the lead, now on top 23-7.
Good one to get it to a guy who's 6'8". And again, Tyreek Stevenson, the rookie from Miami, is on him. Just to catch at the 5-yard line, then he shakes that tackle just because of the size. Then 2 defenders have him, but 6'8" is able to fall over the goal line.
4th touchdown catch of the year for Parham, and now Dicker's extra point splits the uprights, and the Chargers lead by a score of 24-7. A new single-season career high for Parham in touchdown catches. It's his 3rd catch of the night. How about Donald Parham? In his career, Mike, he's got 52 catches and 11 touchdowns.
Best percentage since he's been in the league of catches to touchdown ratio. Again, when you're at that size, use it. Did a great job of shaking that first tackle. That was an excellent drive. I mean, that's exactly how it happens in practice. Exactly how it happens in practice. So you leave There's 4 seconds left. Chicago's not going to be able to do anything here at all. And remember, the Chargers won the toss and deferred, so they get the ball. They got the old twofer going.
Yeah, what a gut punch for the Bears. Finally put together a big drive, score the touchdown, get to within 10, and then watch the Chargers go right down the field, get that touchdown back, and as you mentioned, we'll have the ball to start.
One of the things here, Ryan, just not enough pressure on Herbert. Whether it's 4, they're going to have to bring more. They're going to have to start taking some chances and not let Herbert just get those routes out.
Remember we said Justin Herbert needed to play like a top-tier quarterback?
He is.
How about 21 and 25 for 212 and 3 touchdowns in the first half?
With 9 fingers.
That's right. There's a ground ball kick down the far side numbers, and it'll be grabbed by one of the Bears, and he takes a knee at about the 23-yard line. The clock did not move at all. At least 1 second should have come off, but it still sits at 4 seconds. Yeah, if you missed it a couple of weeks ago, Justin Herbert got the middle finger on his left hand all banged up, and it's been bandaged up. Apparently he had a dislocated finger.
Yeah.
The nail was all messed up.
And he had a glove on last week, and this week there's no glove, but that finger is taped up heavily.
Yeah. They did run 1 second off the clock. The Bears are just going to take a knee. Tyson Bagent will drop down to a knee, and the teams will go to the locker room with the Chargers on top 24-7, Mike. And Brandon Staley has to be thrilled with what he's seen from his team in the first 30 minutes.
Cannot tell you how important this first drive of the third quarter is for the Bears to try and get back in this game to cool off the Chargers and what they did right at the end of the half there.
That's the end of the first half with the score. The Chargers 24 and the Bears 7. When we return, Scott Graham rejoins us from our studios with a halftime report. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
O'Reilly.
Protect your engine better with Syntec Full Synthetic High Mileage Motor Oil, only at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec High Mileage is formulated for today's engines with over 75,000 miles. Now get 5 quarts of Syntec High Mileage and a MicroGuard Select oil filter for just $34.99. Limit supply. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Discover, this is Danny.
Hi, it's Jen Coolidge. I just want to thank you for making me feel so special. I earned cash back on debit for my dinner party groceries.
That's great. But with Discover Cashback Debit, we give everyone cash back on everyday purchases. Anything else I can help you with?
Are you hungry? Because everyone left after the asparagus sorbet.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account with cash back. It pays to Discover. Eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
Scott Graham from our Westwood One studios. We have reached halftime in L.A. The Chargers sitting on top of a big lead over the Chicago Bears, 24-7 at the break. Let's check the NFL scoreboard for Week 8, sponsored by Prilosec OTC. Prilosec OTC prevents excess acid production that can cause heartburn. 1 pill, 24 hours, 0 heartburn with Prilosec OTC. Uses directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief. Well, the surprise of the day today probably came a mile high. Kansas City Chiefs in Denver to take on the Broncos, and Kansas City had won 16 straight games over Denver. Broncos last beat KC in Week 2 of 2015 when Peyton Manning was their starting quarterback. Today, Russell Wilson was the starting quarterback, and he threw 3 touchdown passes, but more importantly, the Denver defense kept Kansas City out of the end zone entirely. Denver wins by a score of 24-9 today. Patrick Mahomes with his first loss against a divisional opponent on the road in his career in 17 games. Came out afterwards that Mahomes wasn't feeling so well. He addressed that when the game was done.
Yeah, I just started feeling bad last night, but thought I bounced back pretty well in the morning. So just trying to do whatever I can to go out there and play my best football.
So Kansas City falls to 6-2. Denver now 3-5, and a lot of speculation still around this team ahead of the trade deadline coming up on Tuesday. Baltimore is now 6-2. They beat Arizona today 31-24. Lamar Jackson threw for a score, and Gus Edwards ran for 3 more. Arizona got a pretty big day with 3 touchdowns out of Joshua Dobbs, but they are now 1-7 to begin the season. Miami Dolphins are 4-0 at home for the first time in 23 years. Today they beat New England 31-17 the final. Tua Tagovailoa throws 3 touchdown passes, and Tyreek Hill goes for 8 catches, $112. First player in the Super Bowl era with 1,000 receiving yards over the first 8 games. Miami is 6-2. Mac Jones threw for a couple of touchdowns, did throw an interception in this one. New England continues to struggle playing in South Florida. They're now 2-6 to begin the season. Jacksonville has won 5 in a row. They're a 6-2 team. They beat Pittsburgh today 20-10. Another big day for Travis Etienne, 79 yards on the ground, 70 through the air, including a touchdown. Trevor Lawrence threw that touchdown pass for the 6-2 Jags. Kenny Pickett left this game in the second quarter with a rib injury. Mitchell Trubisky finished up. Pittsburgh is now 4-3 on the year. Remember when the Cincinnati Bengals were 1-3? Remember last year when the Bengals started slowly and won 9 games in a row? Well, it looked and it sounded an awful lot like it did today in Santa Clara against the Niners.
Burrow fakes a pass to the right, throws toward the end zone. Chase with an over-the-shoulder catch. Touchdown! Bengals! Baby. And he does a backflip in the back of the end zone. Instead of the gritty, he made like an Olympic gymnast and did a flying backflip to celebrate his touchdown.
Okay, maybe it didn't look like that. Dan Hoard, Dave Lapham, Cincinnati's ESPN 1530 and the Bengals Radio Network. Since he wins today 31-17, Burrow throws 3 touchdown passes, Chase with 10 catches for 100 yards on the day. Niners lose for the 3rd straight time, even though Christian McCaffrey had a touchdown in his 17th straight game, tying Lenny Moore's all-time NFL record. Tennessee was at home today. They beat Atlanta 28-23. The story here was second-round draft pick Will Levis getting the start at quarterback and throwing 4 touchdowns in his first NFL start. Atlanta falls to 4-4 on the year. Desmond Ridder left this game in the concussion protocol. Taylor Heineke finished up for the Atlanta Falcons. And the Giants and the Jets played today. Okay, absorb that for a second, because that's pretty much all the action you were going to hear until late in this game. This game featured 24 punts, 3 shy of the NFL record. But the Jets, who seemed dead in the water, ultimately got downfield for a game-tying Greg Zuerlein field goal as time ran out, and then Zuerlein won it with a 33-yard field goal in overtime. New York Jets win by a 13-10 final. Not a great day for Zach Wilson, but he will take the win. He's now 8-7 as a starter since the beginning of last year. New York Giants lost Tyrod Taylor in this game. Tommy DeVito is the guy who had to step in and try to lead the Giants offense, a rookie out of Illinois. He ran for a score and said, "Don't you worry about me," but the Giants end up falling to 2-6 on the year. Our halftime score, the Chargers 24, the Bears 7. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Attention taxpayers. If you or your business owe the IRS back taxes, the IRS has greenlighted billions of dollars in tax relief to those facing financial hardship and is now accessible through Tax Help USA. If you have a delinquent tax problem and possibly facing wage garnishment, liens, levies, audits, or already in a payment plan, you may now qualify for significant relief. For this free information, call 800-251-1413. 800-251-1413. That's 800-251-1413.
The Chase
Chase Ink Business Premier Card is made for people who make things happen, like me. I'm Sam, founder and CEO of Manifest, a product design company that makes everyday products designed smarter. I get 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more, plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases, which helps us make more smart ideas into a brilliant reality.
The Ink Business Premier Card. Learn more at chase.com/business premier. Chase for business. Make more with yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Account subject to credit approval. Restrictions and limitations apply. Cards are issued by JP Morgan Chase Bank. Any member FDIC.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapor Stick. Soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower for steamy Vicks Vapors.
Use as directed. Vapo Stick for usage is 4 and up. Vapo Shower use for adults only.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie bundle.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Back in the Sunday Night Football halftime show, 17-point lead for the Chargers at the break. In the NFC, there is one team on top. In fact, they're on top of everything in the National Football League. The Philadelphia Eagles riding the hot hand of A.J. Brown to a win today in D.C.
Hurts back. Hurts looking. Goes into the end zone. And it is caught. It is caught. Touchdown, A.J. Brown. I don't know how he put it in. He was near the sideline. What a play.
Earl Reese, Sports Radio 94 WIP, brought it in with one hand and somehow got both feet down. One of 2 touchdowns on the day for A.J. Brown, one of 4 thrown by Jalen Hurts in a 38-31 win. Philly now 7-1, best record in football. Washington is 3-5. Dallas is the team that they've got next, and they got ready for this one today at home by beating up on the Rams. They had a 33-3 lead in the first half. Cowboys win 43-20 as Dak Prescott throws 4 touchdown passes. CeeDee Lamb goes for a career-high 12 catches and 158 yards with a couple of scores. Rams fall to 3-5 on the year. Minnesota got a win at Green Bay today to get back to even on the year. They were 0-3 to start, remember, but they're now 4-4 with a 24-10 win at Lambeau Field. Problem is, Kirk Cousins, after throwing 2 touchdown passes, left the game in the fourth quarter and hopped off the field. His head coach Kevin O'Connell addressed that after the game.
You know, we are fearing an Achilles injury. The severity of that, I do not know at this point, but I know that's what, you know, our fear is in the moment, and we'll confirm that as soon as possible. Thinking of Kirk, our locker room, every single player in our locker room, you know, thinking about our leader, our guy right now.
Jordan Love threw for 229 yards and a touchdown. Green Bay falls to 2-5 on the year. Seattle got a fourth-quarter touchdown pass from Geno Smith to beat Cleveland today 24-20. Smith threw for a couple of scores in this one as Seattle improves to 5-2 on the year. Cleveland Browns fall to 4-3. Derek Carr threw for 310 yards and a couple of scores for New Orleans today at Indy, and the Saints win by a score of 38-27. Another good day for Alvin Kamara, who had a pair of touchdowns in this one for the 4-4 Saints. Gardner Minshew threw for a couple of scores, an interception. Jonathan Taylor had 95 yards on the ground, not enough for Indy. They are now 3-5. And how about the matchup of the number 1 and number 2 overall pick from last year? Carolina today. It was the Panthers and the Houston Texans. Carolina wins today 15-13 as Bryce Young ends up topping C.J. Stroud. Eddie Pinheiro hit a game-winning 23-yard field goal as time expired for that one. Young threw for 235 at a score. Stroud just 140 yards and ran for a score. First win of the season for the Carolina Panthers. Houston is now 3-4 on the year. Our halftime score, the L.A. Chargers 24, the Chicago Bears 7. When we return, Ryan Radke and Mike Golick have the second half kickoff. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Rizumkizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150-milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweat, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
Welcome back to SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, along with Mike Golick. I'm Ryan Radke. Halftime here tonight. Chargers lead the Bears by a score of 24-7. Let's check the halftime stats. Sponsored by Indeed. Do you need to hire? Indeed is with you every step of the way, helping you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Well, the Chargers outgained the Bears 241-156 in the first half. Justin Herbert, terrific. 21-25, 212 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Austin Eckler, 5 catches, 91 yards, and a TD. Donald Parham and Simi Fehoko also with touchdown catches in the first half. Tyson Bagent, 10-15, 121 and a pick. Darnell Mooney had the 41-yard catch. DJ Moore, 3 catches, 37 yards. Deontay Foreman, 5 carries, 18 yards in that first half. The Bears just 45 rushing yards. And now the Chargers, after that drive to end the half to score, get the ball to start the second half, Mike.
So Chargers, 25 passes, 10 runs. They're living on the pass, especially the shorter pass. So Chicago's defense going to have to make some decisions. Do we try and get some quick pressure, which could leave you, on the back end a little bit in tough positions, but they got to try something. Herbert has too much time on his passes, so the Chicago defense is going to have to mix something up. So what adjustments were made in that locker room at halftime?
Cairo Santos will kick it away from our left to our right. Darius Davis is standing back at the goal line for the Chargers, who were nearly flawless in that first half. Now, we'll see if they keep it going in the second half. This has been an issue for the Chargers. Right. Anybody that follows the Chargers knows that the second half has not always been kind. As Santos hits an end-over-end kick, Davis will let it sail over his head. The Chargers this year average 15.5 points per game in the first half, just 8.5 in the second half. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for Sunday Night Football.
WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Chargers start the third quarter, 1st and 10 at their own 25. They'll open in the eye with Austin Eckler as the tailback. Jordan McFadden, rookie offensive lineman from Clemson, is lined up as a fullback. Here's the snap. Herbert back, hands off Eckler, running right, hit in the backfield and can't get away. He'll be taken down for a loss of about 3 back at the 22-yard line. So the Bears with penetration there, led by Rasheem Green, the former Seahawk and Texan, and that'll bring up 2nd and 13.
So let's put a little more what you were talking about the Chargers in the second half. They're a minus 101 point differential in the second half. That's 5th worst in the league. They have 7 losses when leading at halftime. That's the 4th most losses since 21 since Staley got here. So you are correct, and there are stats to back it up that they have struggled in the second half. Now, you have a big lead in 24-7, so let's see.
Trips left, 2 receivers right. 2nd down, 13 from the 22. Herbert in the gun, gets the snap, back to pass, looking, fires on the slant over to the right side. It's caught by Keenan Allen, and Allen is out to the 29-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7. Tyreek Stevenson with the stop. That catch will take Keenan Allen over 10,000 scrimmage yards in his career. And now the Chargers have a manageable 3rd down coming up at 3rd down and 6.
You're looking at the in routes running. Keenan Allen, Josh Palmer, Quentin Johnson, 6'2", 6'1", 6'4". They were to go these in routes and wall off the defenders.
Twin receivers left and right. Now Palmer in motion from right to left. Well, great to see him back on the field. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Looks right, looks left. Herbert pumps, checks it down left side. Eckler wide open outside the numbers across the 35. And he's out to the 37-yard line. Jalen Johnson with the tackle. Austin Eckler, they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. What a safety valve for Justin Herbert as Austin Eckler moves the chain.
I can't express this enough. The longer Herbert is back there, when those linebackers are in zone, you start to drift. you start to drift, whether it's out or backward, and then more space opens up underneath, and that's when Herbert hits Eckler.
Eckler now with 100 yards receiving tonight, his fourth career 100-yard receiving game. Block to the right, single man left. Here's the snap. Herbert back on a play fake. Throws short left side. That's caught by Davis. Davis slams on the brakes as he started right and then cut back to his left, but doesn't find any room. Gets back to the line of scrimmage on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Just the 6th catch for Darius Davis. 4th-round pick out of TCU, and there is an injured Bear. In fact, a couple of them at the end of the play. Tremaine Edmonds is one, and I think, is it Trevon Dexter who was the other?
Yes, both. Dexter he's up and moving. Edmonds at this point still down.
So the Bears training staff will come out to have a look before this 2nd down and 10 play. Darius Davis, teammates with Quentin Johnson at TCU, so obviously the Chargers like what they saw out of the Horned Frogs last year as they went all the way to the national championship game.
And I just mentioned the size of those other receivers. Davis on the other side of that at 5'8", about $165. His start and stop, half of my body would have kept going. Trying to start and stop, it would have been ugly.
We'll step aside with 12:49 to go in the third quarter. Chargers 24, Bears 7. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit NoTimeToWait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit NoTimeToWait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6812. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6812. That's 800-575-6812. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Welcome back to the Grainger broadcast booth at SoFi Stadium. Along with Mike Golick, I'm Ryan Radke. Huddle up with Grainger to get more done. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Call clickgrainger.com or stop by one of over 250 branch locations. Well, Tremaine Edmonds was able to walk off, but very, very gingerly, not putting much weight on that right leg. Chargers have a 2nd down and 10. From their own 37, they lead 24-7 with 12:49 to go in the third quarter. Justin Herbert in the shotgun. He's got Isaiah Spiller to his right. 2 receivers left and right. Herbert extends his hands in front of his chest. Barks out the signal. Sends Allen in short motion out to the left side. Low snap, a ground ball that rolls by Herbert. He's back to pick it up. Rolling to his left, and he's just going to run out of bounds. There's a penalty flag down as well. Terrible snap that time from Will Clapp. I'm not sure why Herbert didn't just throw the ball away rather than running out of bounds.
Offside. Defense, number 97. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Well, maybe he knew Billings was offside. I don't know.
I mean, and just bailed out. That just bailed out the Chargers on that one of the yards they were going to lose there. That ball just slipped out of Clapp's hands, let alone not even getting to Herbert. It slipped as he tried to snap it. But this is twice now the Bears have just lined up off sides.
Figured once Herbert got outside the pocket, he just let that one go, but ran out of bounds. Doesn't matter. Penalty yardage makes it a 2nd down and 5. Move it ahead to the 42-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Herbert in the gun with Eckler to his right side. Allen sprints in motion from right to left. Here's the snap. Handoff Eckler running left just outside the hash across the 45. He's going to be close to a first down. It looks like maybe just short. Zach Sanborn with the tackle. Call it a gain of 4. It'll be third and about a yard for L.A.
Yeah, he's going to be a little short on that one. This would be a big stop for Chicago. They could get off the field here. I don't imagine the Chargers would go for it from here, but who knows? We'll see if they're in that position.
Herbert lines up in the gun. 2 receivers stacked left. Handoff Eckler running off the left side. They're going to blow it dead.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 6 now.
The cheers you hear from the Bears fans that have seen all the flags go against their team tonight, and they're happy there's finally one against the Chargers.
False start. Offense. Number 89. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
That's against Parham, and it's the first accepted penalty against the Chargers tonight.
6 for Chicago and just 1 on the Chargers here, so it makes it more manageable for the Chicago defense. Now, this is what I'm looking for. Will they, not a blitzing team, but they have a little more in the last couple of weeks, will they do it here?
So move the football back to about the 41. 3rd and 6, Herbert in the gun. Gets the snap, back to pass, has plenty of time, throws right side, caught by Parham, first down. An absolute strike from Justin Herbert onto the fingertips of Donald Parham, down at the Bears 41, gain of 18. Jalen Jones was in coverage.
So I hate to keep mentioning size. Jalen Jones is 5'11", Parham 6'8". So Herbert, what do? Throw the ball up high and make Parham reach for the ball. And that way the defender's not going to get there. What excellent throw.
From the Bears 42, 1st and 10. 2 receivers stacked left, 2 tight ends right. Herbert back in the gun, lifts his right leg, hands in front of his chest. Motions out to the right side. Stone Smart, the tight end, goes in motion. Here's the snap. Herbert back, looks left, pumps left, comes back right, rolling that side, throws down. The numbers incomplete, just out of the reach of Keenan Allen, who was coming across the field from left to right. There's another penalty flag down.
Holding. Offense. Number 70. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Against Rashawn Slater, the left tackle.
Chargers trying to even this out now all of a sudden, right? After no penalties, now they have 2.
Well, we saw a game last week where the Philadelphia Eagles didn't get called for a single penalty.
And Miami had 10 in that one. That's tough go. So here this backs the Chargers up, who have been having a nice drive right now, helping out the Bears by going backwards.
So they'll move it back to the Chargers 48. It'll be first down and 20. Chargers out of the huddle will go with a slot to the left. Johnson just inside of Keenan Allen, single man to the right. Smart in motion from left to right. Eckler shifts off to the right hip of Herbert. Herbert waits on the shotgun snap. He's got it. Handoff. Eckler starts left, cuts back right. He's across the 50 and back down to the Bears' 45-yard line. So a good run by Eckler on first down. Tyreek Stevenson with the tackle, gain of 6. Don't miss all the NFL excitement on Fox next Sunday when the Dallas Cowboys meet the Philadelphia Eagles. Check your local listings for more details. Catch the NFL on Fox.
Both winning today. Dallas looking really, really good in their win.
Jumped all over the Rams.
Yep. Philly came back against Washington and was giving them quite a game.
Boy, it always seems that Washington plays the Eagles tough, doesn't it?
Yep.
Second down, 14 from the Bears' 46. Herbert takes the shotgun snap. He's going to flip it to Davis, running to the right side. Davis looking for a lane, finds a little room, and he's down to about the Bears' 40. So Davis, who had lined up to the left, came inside, and Herbert just flipped it ahead to him. Tyler Gordon was able to make the tackle. That's going to go as a pass play, and it'll be a gain of 5 yards. And now third down and 8. Coming up for the Chargers, not great, but when you were first and 20, you'll take third and 8.
Without a doubt, and this could be 2-play territory sitting in Chicago's territory right now, so let's see how they play it.
Herbert now 26 of 30 in the game. Trips left, single man right. Herbert in the shotgun. Has the snap, back against the 4-man rush, throws over the middle, caught by Allen at the 35, turns to his right, and he is tackled right there. So that's going to leave him with about a 4th and 3. Sanborn the tackle, gain of 5, and no hesitation. The field goal team is coming out. Boy, I was with you, Mike, especially after seeing that play.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to go for it, but nope, Cameron Dicker out onto the field to try to make it a 20-point lead.
Well, and his career long is 55 yards, and this is going to be just a hair short of that. This will be about 53 yards.
It will be 53. It'll come from the right hash. Harris to snap, Scott to hold. Dicker has been terrific in his young career. Play clock ticking down. Here's the snap, ball down. Dicker's kick is on the way, and he draws it right down the middle, and good. And with that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol, the trusted choice for a close, comfortable shave. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol.
If I could make my drive draw like that, I would never see you again, Ryan.
That was beautiful. Started to the right and ends up right down the middle. 8:51 to go third quarter. Chargers 27, Bears 7. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Screeching brakes? Safer stops? Start with Duralast. New Duralast brake pads and rotors provide longer life and more stopping power when replaced together. Duralast brake pads have improved noise quality and corrosion resistance with a limited lifetime warranty. Duralast rotors are designed for quiet, safe stops and meet or exceed the performance of the original rotors on your vehicle. Find Duralast only at America's #1 brake destination, AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Scott the Scots here. The best time to feed your lawn is in the fall, which is right now. The soil is warm, the air is cool, and your lawn can't wait for a feeding. And neither should you. So pick up a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard and put it down now to strengthen those roots for winter and give your lawn a deeper green next spring. Do it. Today. Right this second. Well, not if you're driving. If that's the case, go pick up a bag first, then go put it down. Now.
Pick up a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. It's guaranteed.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
Technology lets you access a personal trainer from home, like on this exercise mirror.
Less talking, more squatting.
But to keep your hybrid workforce in shape, you need more than technology.
And kick. And jump.
You need PCs powered by Intel vPro, custom configured by CDW. Hardware-based security and remote management make it easy to protect and monitor PCs from anywhere.
Wait, don't turn me off.
Intel vPro makes secure remote management possible. CDW makes it powerful. Learn more at cdw.com/vPro.
Stream the NFL on Westwood One for free, sponsored by AutoZone. All season long, you can listen to our broadcast of the NFL live on WestwoodOneSports.com, on the NFL app, by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports, or on our affiliates' digital platforms. Make AutoZone your end zone. Check engine light on. Get a check with a free AutoZone Fix Finder service. Get in the zone. AutoZone. Restrictions apply. 8:51 to go third quarter. 27-7. Chargers on top.
Came out with a nice 6-minute drive here and put the Bears even further behind. So Tyson Bagent is certainly getting a test in his second career start.
You know, Mike, and I would say outside of one really bad throw that was intercepted, I think Bagent has played fine tonight.
Yeah,
I mean, he's made
agree.
some really good throws as well. He has not been the problem. He's not the reason the Bears are down 20.
No, he is not. This defense has been playing well the last couple of weeks. Has given up 27. That's a big problem.
Dicker ready to kick it away. Bayless Jones standing about 2 yards deep in the end zone. He will let this kick land in the end zone. And the Bears will start at the 25. Well, talking about this Bears defense, last two games against the Vikings and Raiders, they had allowed 227.5 yards per game. That was number one in the NFL. They had also allowed those two teams to go a combined 4 of 22 on third down. Here we are early in the third quarter tonight. Chargers already at 290 yards, and they're 5 for 7 on third down. Bears first and 10 at their own 25. Two receivers right, one left. Foreman is the running back. Bagent under center, takes the snap, handoff. Foreman runs right, slipped and fell right at the line of scrimmage. Chargers had some penetration that made him cut to the right side, but his feet went out from underneath him. Khalil Mack will get credit for the tackle. No gain on the play. Second down and 10.
Well, Bagent's going to have to help bring them back. He's going to have to bring his inner strength of his father's championship pedigree of a 15-time world arm wrestling champion, his dad Travis. Got to get that world championship mentality going.
What do you think that handshake feels like?
I would just fist bump.
Yeah. Wave as you go by. Slot left, single man right on second and 10. Bagent in the gun with Foreman to his right. Here's the snap. Bagent back. Looking left. Nothing there. Throws short over the middle. Caught by Foreman, who's hit immediately and dropped by Kendricks. They'll give him forward progress to the 27-yard line, so a gain of a couple. And now it'll be third down and 8.
Don't want to get it wrong. So I was told it might be 17 world champion. I don't want to short him. I don't want him to do anything to my wrist.
That's not a guy you want to anger.
That's a guy I buy a drink right away.
That's right. Third down and 8. Two receivers left, one to the right. Bagent back in the shotgun. He's got Blasingame to his right side. Chargers walking men up to the line of scrimmage. Mooney in short motion from the left. Here's the snap. Blitz coming. Bagent back. Looking. Throws down the middle of the field. Passes tipped and nearly intercepted. Kendricks climbing the ladder. Got a hand on it and nearly picked it off as he was falling to the ground. It'll go as a 3 and out, and the Bears will punt it away.
Actually had some time there, but you ended up with Cole Kmet and DJ Moore kind of in the same area, which there was actually 2 wide receivers and 4 defenders around that ball. So that was a tough space to try and fit it into.
Darius Davis back to return the punt from Trenton Gill. Davis standing with his heels at the 25-yard line. Gill in his second season has not had a great year statistically. 31st in the NFL in net average. When he gets a line drive here, Davis has it at the 26-yard line. Starts to his right, cuts back left across the 30, then slips and falls at about the 33-yard line. And that's where the Chargers will have it when we come back. With 7:14 to go in the third quarter, it's the Chargers 27, the Bears 7. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
The smarter way to clean your floors. It's time to make the swap. Swiffer Power Mop.
Introducing the new Swiffer Power Mop, the all-in-one tool that gives you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. The solution's built right in, so no heavy bucket, and the pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get deep into grout. Don't mop harder, mop smarter.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
Before Shopify, were you wondering, where are my sales at? Now you're selling with Shopify, the global commerce platform supercharging your selling. You have no problem selling online, in person, on social media, and beyond. Gary, easy on the cha-ching.
Oh, sorry, but my Shopify sales are through the roof.
Start selling with Shopify today and discover how millions of businesses around the world use Shopify to ignite their selling. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/touchdown. Shopify.com/touchdown.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Need to hire? What you need is a scouting partner like Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates, all from one place. The moment you post a sponsored job, you'll get instantly matched with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your job description. And you'll only pay for applications that meet your job's must-have requirements. Flag those that don't, and they'll be replaced for free with another candidate on Indeed. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
You can catch the Rich Eisen Show every weekday from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on many of these same stations. And be sure to look out for 2 new podcasts from Rich Eisen Podcast. All the NFL hot takes you can handle on Overreaction Monday. And each Tuesday, download What the Football with Susie Schuster and former Raiders CEO Amy Trask. Get them wherever you get your podcast. Hey, by the way, congratulations to Rich and the crew at NFL Network celebrating 20 years on the air. And Rich has been there from day one. It's the face of that network. I mean, just one of the outstanding guys in this business, one of the outstanding talents, just won a Marconi Award. Here's a handoff to Austin Eckler. And running between the tackles, Eckler maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Short gain on the play, possibly second down long coming up for the Chargers. TJ Edwards made the tackle.
Key here is Chargers, as I said, a little over 6-minute drive last time around. They'll try and hang on to the ball. It's going to get incumbent on Chicago to try and get some punts here and give their offense more chances as they've fallen behind.
Second down 10 from the 32. Twin receivers left and right. Herbert in the gun, motions Allen out to the left side numbers. Now gives a hand signal to that side and brings Allen back into a stack, and now slides back out to the numbers. Here's the snap. Herbert back to pass, looking, steps up, moving to his left, flips his hips, loads up, going deep, down the field for Allen, tipped away and incomplete. Tyreek Stevenson able to get a hand on that one and knock it out of there. And it'll be third down at 10.
So you think in that situation, because it was good coverage by Stevenson, then he might just dump it out of bounds. But that was purely, I think my guy can go up and get the ball over your guy. Or maybe we'll get a PI because Stevenson has gotten some PI. So you sit there, you loft it up there, and you take the chance.
Keenan Allen has already passed 10,000 career scrimmage yards tonight. He's closing in on 10,000 career receiving yards. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. 3rd down and 10. Shotgun snap. Herbert back to pass, under pressure, rolling right. Hit as he throws, got a man, and it's incomplete off the hands of Fehoko. Caught one earlier for his first career touchdown. This time he can't hold on for what would have been a first down at about the 45. TJ Edwards was applying the pressure. And the Chargers go 3 and out. J.K. Scott is coming out for the first time tonight.
Well, that was a nice blitz by Edwards. He came free on that one. Herbert did a good job to kind of hold him off. Big-bodied him and got the ball downfield. Fehoko should have caught that one. Should have been a first down. But there we saw the extra pressure to put on Herbert.
So Scott on to punt. Trent Taylor back deep. Here's a high spiraling kick, driving Taylor inside the 15, inside the 10. He's got it at the 7, running left across the 10, out to the 15, to the sideline. He steps out of bounds up around the 20. So a long bomb of a punt that drove Taylor back inside the 10. He's able to take it up to the 20, and that's where the Bears will have it when we come back. With 6:08 to go here in the third quarter, Chargers on top 27-7. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Rizumkizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweat, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Imagine having all the money you need for retirement, all the income, every month, guaranteed. That's Secure Future Investor, an indexed annuity tied to growth in the stock market, but without any risk of loss ever. It's guaranteed money for life income, no matter how long you live. Call 888-509-2228. 888-509-2228. Sponsored by GP Agency, Inc., Raleigh, North Carolina. Licensed in all states. Performance may vary. Consult with your financial professional before making an investment decision.
It's Wrangler season out there. Warmer days, cooler nights. Open roads, endless horizons. And you need to be ready in jeans made for the unpredictable. Wrangler, for the ride of life. Shop our newest styles today at Wrangler.com.
Your morning shave with Barbasol is a time for self-reflection. Look in that mirror and ask yourself, can I make a real difference in this world? Of course you can. Just not today. There's football on. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Coming up tomorrow night, the Detroit Lions host the Las Vegas Raiders. Join the great Kevin Harlan, the Hall of Famer Kurt Warner for all the action. Pre-game coverage with NFL Network's Rich Eisen kicks off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on most of these same stations. Log on to WestwoodOneSports.com for more details or to listen to the live stream for free. If it's Monday Night Football, it's on Westwood One. I think they're going to be keyed up in Detroit tomorrow night for a home Monday Night Football game.
Wow. Especially after the last game went, they're going to be really keyed up, too.
No doubt about that. Bears will start at their own 21st and 10. Single receiver split to the right. Here's the snap. Toss play. Roschon Johnson running right outside the hash marks. And Johnson takes it out across the 24 to the 25. 5-yard pickup. And that'll bring up second down and 5. Tui Pelotu, the rookie out of USC, who has had a terrific season for the Chargers, makes the tackle.
Interested in the play calling select here for Luke Getsy. I mean, there's a lot of time left in the game, but they're down 20 points, so they need a few scores here. So how much, even if you run the ball, but do you start running a little quicker of an offense? Do you huddle every time? I'm interested to see how this drive works.
Pagin under center on 2nd and 5. Receivers left and right. 2 tight ends left, and they both moved. It's Mercedes Lewis and Cole Kmet. Let's see who gets the flag. It might be the veteran Lewis.
2nd and 5 to 2nd and 10.
Start. Offense, number 85. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Well, they got Kmet. They spare the 18-year veteran Mercedes Lewis the penalty. Back it up to the 20, second down and 10.
Those penalties, Ryan, drive me nuts. You saw on the defensive side for Chicago 2 times they lined up offsides. I mean, those are just mental mistakes. At times you'll take the physical mistakes. The mental ones kill you.
Shotgun snap to Bagent. Back to pass. Looking. Throws right side. Got Kmet open at the 25. Kenneth Murray rides him down at the 27-yard line. So that's a pickup of 7. And they'll bring up third down and 3. And the Bears get to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Just get the first down here. Don't try for a big chunk here. Just move the chains.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Bagent in the shotgun. He's got Johnson off to his right side. Bagent calling the play. Plenty of time on the play clock. It's at 18. Bagent walks to his right, walks to his left. Falls back into the shotgun. Bagent left foot in front of right. Leans forward, lifts his right leg, takes the snap, back to pass, looks left, nothing there. Throws short right, caught by Kmet, but he's hit shy of the line to gain. Gets a shove from behind from his center, Lucas Patrick, but he's still short. Needed 3, got 2. Murray gets the tackle. 4th down and 1, and the Bears are going to go for it.
And, I mean, even where they're marking it a little less than 1, they're about a football and a half shy of this first down.
Well, last week we knew what was coming when we were in Philly.
That's exactly right. Do they line up like the brotherly shove? Nope, they do not.
Bagent's going to go under center. 2 receivers right, 1 left. They need the 30 for a first down. Bagent brings a receiver in motion from the right. Here's the snap. Handoff. Johnson straight ahead. I don't think so. They've got him marked shy of the 30-yard line. The Chargers turn the Bears away. Joey Bosa with the tackle, and the Chargers will take over at the Bears' 29.
So obviously on the short yardage play like this, you want the back to get it and continue north and south. But a nice job by the D-line. I believe it was Nick Williams who had pushed Lucas Patrick back to center and reestablished the line, so the back actually had to stutter step a yard deep and shift to his right. That gave the rest of the defense time to make the tackle short of the first down.
Boy, poor Cole Kmet, who is a good player, tried to block Joey Bosa, and Bosa just tossed him aside. 2 receivers left, 1 right. 1st and 10 Chargers at the Bears' 29. Herbert to the gun with Eckler to his left. Here's the snap, handoff. Eckler running right side, gets to the hash mark, cuts it up, and he picks up a yard to the 28. Jalen Johnson with the tackle. That'll bring up second down and 9. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go third quarter. 27-7 Chargers, and already in position to add on.
And I talked about Eckler and his touches. He had 9 runs and 6 receptions, so he's at 15 touches right now, and I thought between 18 and 22, so I think we're going to get in that range.
He had 108 scrimmage yards in the last 2 games combined. He's at 121 tonight. Slot right, single man left on second down and 9. Herbert takes the shotgun snap, fakes to Eckler, back to pass, looking, steps up, gets away, throws right side, incomplete. And Eckler wide open, but the throw was low and behind him. Johnny Ngakoue providing the pressure. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Boy, does Herbert want that one back. Again, Eckler wide open out by the sideline. Would have been able to get another 5-10 yards on that one.
Eckler will head to the sideline. Joshua Kelly will check back in for the Chargers. Kelly is actually the leading rusher on this team, with Eckler missing time with that ankle injury early on. Sat out 3 games. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Allen goes in motion from right to left, so trips to that left side. Herbert gets the shotgun snap, back to pass, blitz coming. Herbert looks, throws left side, incomplete. Allen asking for a flag, and he's not going to get it. Boy, and Herbert took a shot as he delivered that pass. He hung in there as long as he could. He's a little slow getting up. And the Chargers will bring out Cameron Dicker and the field goal team.
So there again, you saw crossing routes, and what they're trying to do is you want natural picks, but sometimes they are picks, and that usually frees up one of the crossers. But the Bears did a good job that time of each defender avoiding the other and staying on their man as Herbert stood in there, and he definitely took a shot from T.J. Edwards.
Dicker is hit from 43 and 53. This will be from 46 from the right hash. Here's the kick on the way, and it is good. Inside the left upright, and Dicker delivers again. He is 3 for 3, and the Chargers lead 30-7. With that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol, the trusted choice for a close, comfortable shave. Close Shave America. close shave, Barbasol. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Chargers 30, Bears 7. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
After a big dinner, my nighttime heartburn would keep me up. I'd be taking antacid after antacid all night long. But then I tried Prilosec OTC. Just one pill a day blocks my frequent heartburn for a full 24 hours, giving me one-and-done heartburn relief. Without heartburn keeping me up, I could have a restful night's sleep.
Prilosec OTC. One pill a day, 24 hours, zero heartburn.
It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief.
Chargers 30, Bears 7 with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. And Cameron Dicker will kick it away. Bayless Jones standing 1 yard deep in the end zone in between the hash marks. Dicker with an end-over-end kick, and Jones is going to let this one land in the end zone. Tune in to watch all the excitement of the NFL next Sunday on CBS. Check your local listings for games and times in your area. Catch the NFL on CBS.
The interesting, too, we got coming up next week, early, or I should say in the next couple of days, the trade deadline.
That's
which
right.
has become way more important. I mean, I've been doing radio for decades, and basically get to the trade deadline in the NFL, and you just kind of say it's a trade deadline and nothing happens. But with the Christian McCaffrey and T.J. Hawkinson and what they were able to do when they got traded last year, I'll be interested to see what happens the next couple of days.
First and 10 Bears from the 25-yard line. Two receivers left, single man to the right. Cole Kmet, the tight end, on the right end of the line for Chicago. Bajan in the gun, gets the snap, back to pass, throws left side, caught outside the numbers by Moore. Shakes the first tackler across the 40, and DJ Moore all the way out to the 42. Eric Hendricks eventually made the tackle, but DJ Moore, they're going to give him progress all the way to the 43. And that'll be a gain of 18 for Chicago. Trips to the right. Moore single man left. Bajan takes the shotgun snap. Handoff Foreman straight to the middle. 50. Cuts left, and he's cut down at the 45 of the Chargers. All kinds of room up the middle for Deontay Foreman. Derwin James with the stop, but a gain of 12.
Chargers with that big lead, it's almost natural at times to start to get a little lax and back off a little bit on defense, and Chicago's taking advantage of that.
Bajan gets the shotgun snap, back to pass, looking right, throws right, got a man wide open. That is caught right around the 35-yard line of the Chargers. It was Tyler Scott who makes his 8th catch of the year. Scott, 4th-round pick, rookie out of Cincinnati, gains 11 yards. It's a Bears first down.
We talked about earlier in the game plan, Bajan looking short to medium to long. Well, that's going to change now as far as down they are in points to push the ball down the field more.
From the Chargers 34. Bajan back in the shotgun, gets the snap. He'll hand it off to Foreman, running between the hash marks. And Foreman takes it down to the 30-yard line. Joey Bosa with the tackle. Gain of 4. Second down at 6. 1 minute, 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. Now, say this, Mike. I mean, it has been all Chargers tonight, and the Bears are in a monster hole. But if the Bears could find the end zone here and get a stop, they would have a chance to get right back in this thing.
Well, that's the key. To obviously score, but get that stop, something the defense has not done a great job of tonight that they have the last couple of weeks.
And when I say score, I really mean touchdown.
Touchdown, exactly right.
Trips to the right, single man left. Bajan back in the gun, gets the snap on 2nd and 6. Rolling to his right, looking, steps up, now flips it out to Kmet on the right side, and running along the numbers, he's able to dive down to the 26-yard line. Eric Hendricks with a tackle, gain of 4. It kind of turned into almost like an option play as Kmet was blocking on the edge, and then as his man got free, Bajan just flipped it out to him.
And a smart job. Instead of him running himself, getting into the hands of a ball carrier like Kmet to get those extra yards.
Third down and about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. Here's the snap to Bajan. He'll hand it off to Foreman. Running left and into the waiting arms of a tackler on the outside. Nowhere to go. It was Chris Rumpf who made the tackle, the third-year man out of Duke. And now on 4th down, the Bears look to convert. It's going to be 4th down and about 2. They'll say no gain on that play.
I think you need to get the quarterback on the move here. Give him some options to run with the ball or have his choice.
They need the 24 for a first down. There's 5 seconds left in the quarter. Bajan in the gun. Trips right, single man left. Clock continues to move. And flags fly. Now the question is, did the clock run out on the quarter before the false start? The officials are going to talk about it.
Yeah, because they were going to let the clock run out and the quarter run out. and everybody was on the same page except for Larry Borum, the left tackle.
Now remember, this is just like the delay of game, right? Where the official is going to look at the clock and then down to the snap.
There is no foul on the play for a false start.
They
the clock
dodged the
was
ball.
at 0. That is the end of the third quarter. Timeout.
So instead of 4th and 7, it'll be 4th and 2 for the Bears when we come back to start the fourth quarter. Chargers on top 30-7. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Can't sleep with this cold.
Honey.
Honey?
Honey, you need NyQuil Severe Honey.
NyQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a dreamy honey taste.
Feeling better, honey? Honey? I'll take that as a yes.
Try NyQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu symptom relief. NyQuil Severe with honey flavor. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever. Honeylicious, best sleep with a cold medicine.
Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Discover, this is Danny.
Hi, it's Jen Coolidge. I just want to thank you for making me feel so special. I earned cash back on debit for my dinner party groceries.
That's great. But with Discover Cashback Debit, we give everyone cash back on everyday purchases. Anything else I can help you with?
Are you hungry? Because everyone left after the asparagus sorbet.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account with cash back. It pays to Discover. Eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. So minivans, sedans, JDMs, roll out. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. And with eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
If you're like most people, you've had your fair share of financial questions. Questions like, can I afford my son's travel hockey team? What if my daughter doesn't get that soccer scholarship? Will I be able to enjoy golf in retirement? At Empower, we know these questions can be stressful. We're here to help answer your what-ifs and empower what's next. Join 18 million Americans and take control of your financial future. Start today at Empower.com. Sponsored by Empower Personal Wealth.
Welcome back to the Grainger broadcast booth at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. Along with Mike Golick, I'm Ryan Radke. Give your team an edge with Grainger. You'll find supplies and solutions for every industry, plus fast delivery and 24/7 support when you call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. 30-7, Chargers on top. The Bears have a 4th and 2. The ball is at the Charger 26-yard line, and obviously the Bears need this badly to keep their very faint hopes alive.
Again, I would think about moving Bagent a little bit, a little half roll, or get him outside, give him the option to run if he needs, or get a crosser.
Trips right, 2 receivers left. Bagent back in the shotgun, looks to his left, looks to his right, gets the shotgun snap, back to pass, throws right side, and it's intercepted by Asante Samuel. He gets up off the turf, running to his right, cuts back to his left, finally dragged out of bounds by Kmet. A diving interception by Samuel, and the Chargers stop the Bears again. Samuel's 3rd pick of the year, and the Chargers take over up 30-7 with 14:48 to go.
So that's going to be an incomplete pass, but it doesn't matter. It's still going to be Chargers ball. The ball hit the ground and he didn't have control of it. But Ryan, I don't like the play. I don't like the play at all. I mean, you're going one way with the ball. That's it. You go to one guy. It's under review. It's going to be incomplete.
Which it doesn't matter. The Chargers take it over anyway.
The Chargers still have the ball. Right.
This Close Shave Instant Replay review sponsored by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave, and great shave start with Barbasol Shaving Cream. For whatever your day brings, choose Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
After review, the pass was incomplete. It will be first down, Los Angeles Chargers at the previous spot. Please set the game clock to 14 minutes and 57 seconds, please. 14:57. Thank you.
It didn't matter either way, and I'm telling you again, Ryan, I don't like the play call. I mean, you're going one way. Give your young quarterback some options. Get him on the move. You cross a short, a mid route and a deeper route if you want, or he can run the ball. To me, it's just too stagnant. I know you do that at times with Justin Fields, but we were even say Luke Getsy wouldn't do it enough with Justin Fields, but give him more options than just the one throw out there.
So the Chargers take over at their own 27, 1st and 10. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Herbert in the gun with Eckler to his left. Herbert gets the shotgun snap. He's going to hand off Eckler straight ahead. Eckler between the hash marks to the 30-yard line. He stood up and driven backwards after a gain of 3. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Well, Mike, this has been your complaint since Luke Getsy got to Chicago with Justin Fields at quarterback. You've said this a lot. They need to move him around more, let him use his legs. It's not. They don't do it enough, in your opinion.
No, certainly not with Justin Fields at all. And listen, Bagent is throwing some nice passes. I know he's a young quarterback, but you got to help him a little more than just the one route like that.
2nd down, 7. Herbert in the gun with receivers left and right. Here's the snap. Herbert fakes the handoff to Eckler, back to pass, and throws it away. Incomplete. The ball is rolling. They're letting this go, and the Bears dive on it. Boy, it sure looked like Herbert threw that ball. He threw it to nobody. It probably should be grounding, but the officials are letting this play go. And right now the Bears have jumped on it. It was Jack Sanborn.
Ruling on the field is
Brad Rogers doesn't know what the ruling is.
Ruling on the field is this is an incomplete pass. It will be 3rd down.
Well, and it's got to be grounding then. I mean, there's no way that he can get away with throwing that pass to nowhere or to nobody. Austin Eckler is almost standing next to Herbert.
And he's not outside the tackle box either.
I can't believe they wouldn't throw a grounding flag on that.
Please set the game clock to 14 minutes and 18 seconds, please.
I'm stunned.
That should 100% be grounding.
Not even a question.
I also can't believe that they even had to discuss that that was an incomplete pass. I mean, he fully threw that ball.
That was just horribly done by the referees there. I'm sorry.
Trips right, single man left, 3rd down and 7. Herbert, hands in front of his chest, lifts his right leg, takes the snap, back to pass, has plenty of time, looks, throws deep on the right side. Allen is wide open and makes the catch on the sideline at the Bears 45. Great protection for Justin Herbert, and he finds his man, Keenan Allen. A big play for the Chargers. 1st down, L.A.
4-man rush, no pressure, all day to stand there. Find the spot in the zone over the cornerback underneath the safety, and a quarterback like Herbert can drop that right in there.
7th catch of the game for Keenan Allen. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line. So 1st down and 10, a 26-yard pickup. Herbert in the gun with Eckler to his right. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Shotgun snap. Herbert fakes the handoff. Sidearms the throw right side. Caught by Allen, trying to spin back inside and get away from Tyreek Stevenson. Couldn't do it. They'll mark him down at the 39. Catch it all this season with NFL Plus. NFL Plus brings you live games on mobile, NFL Red Zone, NFL Network, game replays, and more, all in one place. Sign up today at plus.nfl.com. Terms and conditions apply.
And still, for the most part, it's been short to medium passes. Every now and then it'd be a little longer like we saw to Keenan Allen, but it's just such a nice controlled ball offense.
2nd down 5 from the 39. Herbert in the gun. He's got Joshua Kelly to his left now. Here's the snap. Handoff. Kelly running right side. Puts his head down and drives forward to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Jack Sanborn the tackle. And now it'll be a 3rd down and 1.
So what you're going to start to get now, Ryan, is frustration on the defensive side of the ball. It's going to get to that point now where, we know we need to stop. We've been out there for a long time, throughout this game. They have 3rd and short again.
3rd down and a yard. 2 receivers stacked to the left. Here's the snap. Handoff Eckler straight ahead, and I think he's got it. We'll see. He needed a yard. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, where they're running
Eckler
in,
short.
Yeah, where they're running in, he doesn't have it.
Justin Jones bottled him up, so no gain on the play. Now it'll be 4th and 1.
So do you put another 3 on the board, or you just go for it here and keep burning the clock? Looks like they're going to go for it, bringing in another offensive lineman and tight end. Foster Sorrell is in now, extra offensive lineman.
We'll go with an offset eye. Herbert under center. Eckler is the back. Handoff Eckler running left. Hit at the line. Bounces off. Falls forward. That might be enough. A late flag thrown behind the play. Right now they have it marked as a 1st down, but we'll see about the penalty flag.
The guy that just came in, Foster Sorrell, I believe is going to get called for holding.
Offense. Number 88.
Nope.
10-yard penalty, fourth down.
That's Trey McKitty.
And he was the one who had lined up as the fullback in that offset eye. I think the Bears are asking, they're not convinced this was a first down.
So they'll look for a measurement on where the ball is spotted.
Eckler got hit behind the line, and they are going to measure.
I think where that ball is spotted, Ryan, I think he's going to have enough for the first down, and then they'll accept the penalty. At least that's my call.
I would go with you on that.
Well, I've been right a lot tonight, and you haven't acknowledged it. So.
Against my better instincts to do so, but...
Let's see if I'm right yet again.
Yet again. Here we go with this. Stretch that chain out. Everybody taking a look. And it is...
Like I said, he's short. Yeah.
Oh, you nailed that one, Gold.
Yep, right on the button there.
Boy, just short.
These binoculars
After
are
a measurement, Los Angeles did not reach the line to gain. That holding foul will be declined. It will be first down, Chicago.
Well, I'll tell you, that's a good job by Matt Eberflus, the head coach. He was on the field screaming, you got to measure, you got to measure. They did. The Bears started celebrating. It took Brad Rogers, our referee, an extra second. But he did make the call that it was short, and the Chicago Bears will take over. With 11:38 to go, they trail the Chargers 30-7. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Now you can get a Walmart Plus membership, plus not pay for it, because it's included with Straight Talk wireless plans. You get free delivery with Walmart Plus, plus a Paramount Plus subscription included. Plus, you pay less for gas. That's a lot of pluses.
Only Straight Talk gives you unlimited 5G data and Walmart Plus included on select plans for free.
Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart.
Requires service on Gold or Platinum Unlimited. One offer per eligible account. Paramount Plus Essential Plan only. Separate registration required. Additional terms apply.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6812. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6812. That's 800-575-6812. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
There's lots to love from Apple right now at Verizon. Get the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium and more to love from Apple on us with select phone trade-in and select unlimited plans. There's no better place to get what you love from Apple than at Verizon. And there's no better time than right now. All that with the network you can really rely on. It's your Verizon. $999.99 device payment or full retail purchase with new smartphone line on select 5G unlimited plans required. Less up to $1,000 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR. Trade-in conditions apply. One offer per eligible Verizon line. Additional terms apply.
Once again, listen to every Westwood One NFL broadcast this season for free via the NFL app. Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, the international games, Thanksgiving Day, Black Friday, Christmas Day, plus the entire postseason. From now until Super Bowl 58 in February, the NFL is on Westwood One and on the NFL app too. You can download for free today. Tyson Bagent back to pass, going deep down the right side, and it's incomplete. His receiver, Tyler Scott, had a step, but that one just a little bit too far. It'll be second down and 10.
Well, he's thrown 3 deep balls. The first 2 were right on the money, and they were earlier in the game. This one, you mentioned Scott did have a step there. That would have been a big gain, if not 6, if he put that one on the money.
Khalil Mack was applying the pressure.
Yeah, these guys are just going to tee off now. Tee line.
Yeah, you don't really want to be in this situation against Mack and Bosa. Nope. Bosa's on the sideline right now. Khalil Mack with 7 sacks on the year. The former Bear traded there from the Raiders. Trips left, single man right. Bagent back in the gun, takes the snap, back to pass, looking to his left, throws left side. That's caught by Tunyon, the tight end, and he's upended across the 40, all the way out to the 43. Asante Samuel with the tackle. It'll go as a gain of 9 and bring up 3rd and 1 for the Bears.
The Chargers will rotate whenever they can, but the Bears up to the line quick now, so they can't do it.
Trips right, single man left. Bajan in the gun, takes the snap. Here's a handoff. And up to the 45 for a first down goes Darrington Evans, who had a touchdown run earlier, the first of his career. Chris Rump, who's in there for Joey Bosa with the tackle, gain of 2, new set of downs for the Bears. Clock moving, 10:55 to go in the game. 30-7, Chargers on top. Bajan in the gun, twin receivers left and right. Bajan gets the shotgun snap. Back to pass, looks, checks it down, short right side, caught by Evans, runs outside the numbers across the 50, and he is upended at the 47-yard line. He wasn't convinced he was down, got up, tried to run again, but they blow the play dead. Samuel with the tackle. And now a second down coming up after a gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
And they'll give the Bears that route all day long.
Twin receivers left and right, shotgun snap, Bajan back, looking, throws right side, caught by Kmet, turns back inside, takes it across the 40. The 40 is thrown down by Murray on the far sideline of the 38, gain of 9, another first down for the Bears. Clock continues to move, still 10:09 to go in this game.
We got hockey shift changes going on in the D-line. For the Chargers. The Bears are getting on the line quick. These guys are sprinting on and off the field.
Bosa back out there. Shotgun snap to Bajan on 1st and 10. Back to pass. Here comes Bosa. Swings it out left side to Evans. Breaks one tackle across the 35. And he's down to about the 32-yard line. Eric Hendricks with the tackle. Gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down and 4.
Bosa just came in, as you mentioned, just came in and got a nice shot on Bajan on that one.
3 receivers to the right. 1 left. Second down 4. Here's the snap. Handoff. Evans straight ahead. Murray wraps him up and throws him down. Gain of about a half yard on that play. It'll be third down coming up now for the Bears.
I think we're at the point of not wasting our time running anymore. You know, just you got 4 downs to move the chains to get to the end zone. I think running is kind of a waste at this point.
Bears 5 of 11 on third down tonight. This is third down and 3. Shotgun snap. Bajan back. Throws left side. Nearly intercepted. Asante Samuel jumped in front of Tyler Scott. Fortunately for Bajan, that pass was high, and Samuel couldn't quite reach it. It'll be fourth down.
So here's the worry again. It's going to be a pass, and are they making this a one-route decision for Bajan? Go, to the out route or wherever, or will they have time to decide? Give him some options. I still say move him a little bit. Move this offense. Move the receivers. It's just stagnant. He's just standing in the pocket every time.
They need the 28 for a first down. Chargers just turned him away a moment ago on fourth down when Samuel broke up the pass. Trips left, single man right. Bajan gets the shotgun snap. Back to pass. Throws over the middle, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James, who runs to the right and gets shoved out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The pass went over the middle for Darnell Mooney, who made a leaping attempt, but Derwin James comes away with it. Mooney got hit, the ball popped up and right into the breadbasket of James.
Yeah, it hit Mooney right in the chest. He actually should have had that ball. And bounced in the air for an easy interception. That's on Mooney. He's got to make that catch.
Derwin James, his first pick of the year, 8th of his career, and the Chargers take over with 8:54 to go. Chargers 30, Bears 7. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Scott for Scots here. The best time to feed your lawn is in the fall, which is right now. The soil is warm, the air is cool, and your lawn can't wait for a feeding. And neither should you. So pick up a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard and put it down now to strengthen those roots for winter and give your lawn a deeper green next spring. Do it. Today. Right this second. Well, not if you're driving. If that's the case, go pick up a bag first, then go put it down. Now.
Pick up a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. It's guaranteed.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
Retired or retiring soon? How much money do you need to live comfortably? Retirement Planners of America is here for you. Would you like to have financial peace of mind? Here's how. Step 1. Find out the amount of money you'll need to retire. Step 2. Have a plan to get there. Step 3. Make sure that plan can take advantage of market gains but protect you from market losses. Discover how to do all 3 with a free consultation at 800-508-6108. That's 800-508-6108.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
Scott Graham from our Westwood One studios. Look at the Week 8 scoreboard. Denver upset Kansas City today, 24-9. First win over the Chiefs since 2015 for the Broncos. Baltimore wins in the desert, knocks off Arizona 31-24. It was Miami beating New England 31-17 today. Jacksonville wins their 5th in a row. They're now 6-2 after beating Pittsburgh in the Steel City 20-10 the final. Bengals win on the road in Santa Clara. They knock off San Francisco 31-17. Niners have now lost 3 straight. Tennessee gets a big lift from Will Levis. They beat Atlanta today 28-23. Jets beat the Giants in overtime 13-10. Philadelphia over Washington 38-31. Dallas all over the Rams 43-20 the final in that one. Minnesota beats Green Bay 24-10, but Kirk Cousins is hurt. Seattle over Cleveland 24-20 the final in that one. It was New Orleans over Indianapolis 38-27. And Carolina get their first win of the year, knocking off Houston 15-13. All the details coming up when this one is done. Let's go back to SoFi Stadium. Ryan and Mike.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. Chargers take over with 8:54 to go, leading 30-7 at their own 25, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert lines up in the shotgun, receivers left and right. Allen sprints in motion to the right side, handoff Eckler running right, hit in the backfield, flags fly, and Eckler is going to be brought down for a loss on the play. See about the penalty flag. Right now it's a loss of 1.
Holding offense, number 70. That penalty is declined. 2nd down.
Wow, that's interesting.
Well, the Bears don't want to give him an extra down. Go back to 1st down. They want it to be 2nd down. Hopefully spin the wheels quicker to get them the ball back.
Well, it goes as a loss of 2 to the 23. 2nd down at 12 for this Charger offense. Justin Herbert, 29-38, 286 yards, 3 touchdowns tonight. Eckler, 14 carries, just 22 yards, but 6 catches for 100 and a touchdown. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Here's the snap. Handoff. Eckler racing ahead along the right hash. And he's out to the 30-yard line. Jack Sanborn with the tackle. Gain of 7 yards for Eckler. And now that'll bring up 3rd and 5. That's the only reason I thought maybe the Bears would take the penalty. Just put them in 1st and 20 to get the first down. I mean, now they're in a very manageable 3rd and 5.
Yeah, they definitely are. The payoff is to get the stop here, and then you didn't give them that first down, but you got to make the stop. That's exactly right. It is 3rd in a more manageable position.
See if they can do it. Chargers 6 of 11 on 3rd down of the game. Trips left, single man right. Herbert in the gun. Eckler is off to his right side. Allen in short motion from the left, inside the numbers. Here's the snap. Herbert back, looks, throws right side. Quentin Johnston makes the catch. Back shoulder throw, and the Chargers just continue to pick on Tyreek Stevenson.
Tyreek Stevenson is going to have nightmares tonight of how many times. And quite honestly, he was right where he needed to be. I mean, that is just a back throw to show that only the receiver knows, and he knows when to turn. Stevenson had some good coverage there, but there's almost nothing you can do when it's a perfect back shoulder throw.
Gain of 18 out to the 48-yard line. 1st down and 10. Joshua Kelly in the ball game now. Herbert over 300 yards in the game. 2 receivers to the left, 2 tight ends right. Shotgun snap. Herbert will hand it off to Kelly, running right side, looking for a lane. Finds just a little crease, gets a shove from behind. He's across the 50, and he's down to the 49. So that ends up being a 3-yard gain for Joshua Kelly when it looked like it might be a loss. Got some help from his offensive line. 2nd down and 7. For Justin Herbert, it's his 25th career 300-yard game. That's the 3rd most in NFL history in the first 4 years of a career.
And let's be honest, that's what they're living on, right? They don't have a running attack, really. You know, nothing that really says we can dominate a game running the ball. It's going to be on the arm of Justin Herbert.
And the Bears' run defense has done what they do. They're 5th in the league stopping the run this year, where they give up all kinds of passing yardage, and the Chargers have taken advantage. Herbert back to pass. Screen right side to Eckler. He's got nowhere to go. He's hit by 3 Bears and now lost the football. It's still loose. There's a scramble for it, and I think the Bears are on top of it. And they are. At the 41-yard line, Eckler had that ball pop out. Bears had a chance at it, couldn't get it initially, and then recovered at the 41 by T.J. Edwards.
And the first Bear there was trying to pick it up and couldn't. First we need to see was he down or not, as everybody is ripping at the ball. No, that ball was out for sure. And then Eckler hit it with his hand, and one defender tried to pick it up while another defender was going for it, knocked it away from his own teammate, and then, you know, the oblong ball was just bouncing all over the place.
So the Bears will get it with 6:14 to go. 30-7 Chargers on top. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
When Shopify says you can sell anywhere, oh, they mean it. Woo, hold up. Just got a new sale. Whoa! Shopify doesn't mind if you're at sea level.
Or on top of the world!
Whether you're selling carabiners or crop tops, start selling with Shopify today and join the platform simplifying commerce for millions of businesses worldwide. This is Possibility, powered by Shopify. Sign up for a free trial at shopify.com/touchdown. Shopify.com/touchdown.
This November, Sunday Morning Football debuts in Frankfurt, Germany on NFL Network.
I'll get no better than this!
With back-to-back weeks, must-see matchups.
Let's go!
First, the Dolphins take on the Chiefs.
For the end zone caught!
Then, the Colts face the Patriots.
And he's got it!
So set your alarms.
Game time!
Then rise, shine, and watch 2 Sundays full of football. The NFL Frankfurt Games, November 5th and 12th, only on NFL Network and streaming on NFL Plus.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Discover, this is Danny.
Hi, it's Jen Coolidge. I just want to thank you for making me feel so special. I earned cash back on debit for my dinner party groceries.
That's great. But with Discover Cashback Debit, we give everyone cash back on everyday purchases. Anything else I can help you with?
Are you hungry? Because everyone left after the asparagus sorbet.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account with cash back. It pays to Discover. Eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashback debit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
77%.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for Sunday Night Football.
WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Ryan Radke, Mike Golick, the rest of our great Westwood One crew here in L.A. 6:14 to go after an Austin Eckler fumble. Bears will take over at the Chargers 41, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Tyson Bagent, back to pass. Checks it down short left to Roschon Johnson, who spins across the 40. And he's down to the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3. Tackle made by Deion Henley, rookie out of Washington State. 2nd down and 7 for the Bears, once again in their hurry-up mode. Bagent in the gun. He's got Johnson to his left, 2 receivers left and right. Here's the snap. Bagent back to pass. Has to swing it out left side to Johnson again. Bobbles it, makes the catch, breaks the first tackle, and then is wrestled out of bounds around the line of scrimmage on the near side. Henley again with the tackle, and it will be 3rd and 8.
Bagent's certainly getting a lot of experience tonight because you don't know how long you're going to need him. You know, with the right thumb, those dislocated of Justin Fields, and it's all going to be about grip and strength for him on when he feels good enough to get back under center again.
3 receivers to the right, single man left. Bagent back in the shotgun, motions out to his right side. Clock moving, 5:09 to go. Bagent gets the snap, quick throw, right side, caught by Kmet, bounces off a tackle, races out towards the sideline, gets hit again, and dives forward to the 30-yard line. That's a 1st down. Boy, great effort by Cole Kmet. He took a hard hit, bounced off, and then was able to turn it up and picks up 8 yards for the 1st down.
Yeah, Asante Samuel came in and was in a big collision, and he just ran off the field. He's not feeling great right now.
2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers right. Bagent back in the shotgun. Clock continues to roll. 4:38, 4:37 to go. Here's the snap. Bagent back, looks, throws down the middle. Kmet makes the catch inside the 15-yard line and wrestled down to the 13. So Bagent calmly finds his tight end down to the Chargers 13 for a 17-yard gain. 1st and 10 for the Bears.
You said it tonight, Ryan. He's made some nice throws. Put him on the button.
Dean Marlowe with that last tackle. 2 receivers left and right. Bagent in the gun. He's got Roschon Johnson to his right. 4:10 to go in the game. Here's the snap. Bagent back, looking, throws right side, incomplete. Over the head of Johnson, out of bounds, probably just as well. Deion Henley was right there, ready to make a tackle. Clock will stop with 4:06 to go. Both teams can catch their breath for a moment. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, throwing the ball 35 times tonight. Quarterback this young and inexperienced, you're not going to make a living with him throwing 35 to 40 times. We'll probably end up there tonight, but it's certainly great experience right now for him.
The one thing you can say about Tyson Bagent, and we learned this last week, he does not look overwhelmed.
No, he does not. The moment does not seem too big for him, no.
I mean, like most young quarterbacks, he makes some mistakes, but it's not like you think, boy, he can't handle this. Here's the snap. Bajan back to pass. Looking, lobs it right side of the end zone, incomplete. Trying to find the birthday boy, Mooney. Darnell Mooney had that 41-yard catch on the first play of the game tonight. He has not had a catch since. Now it'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Bajan's not afraid to try and put it in there, right? You know, there's good coverage there, but just still trying to drop it in and make a play.
Justin Fields not in uniform tonight. You mentioned that thumb injury. And they say with Fields, it's not really now. It's just a question of when he can grip the ball and feels comfortable.
Yep.
He's medically cleared, as they say. It's just a question of can he grip the ball and throw it properly. Trips to the left, single man to the right. Bajan back in the gun, takes the snap, back to pass. Rush coming, throws right side. That's caught, racing outside the numbers on the right to the 10 to the 5. And out of bounds at the 4 is Darrington Evans. Henley again with the tackle, and now it's going to be 4th down and about a yard. Tui Pelotu was applying the pressure on Tyson Bajan. So here we go, 4th down and about a yard. Ball just got kicked, so the officials will get it re-spotted. They need the 3 for a first down. The ball is just across the 5, not quite to the 4. Bajan calling the play, clock running here. 3:22, 3:21, 3:20. Bajan in the gun, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Bajan gets the snap. Here's a handoff. Evans straight ahead, pushing. He's down to the 1. It'll be 1st and goal.
Still, everybody helping everybody up. Still got to get on the line. Clock still running.
Down inside, 3 minutes to go now. As the Bears get lined up, the ball is inside the 1. They're going to line up in the shove formation. Bajan goes under center, gets the snap, angles to his right. He's pushing. He didn't get in. I don't think he did anyway. The officials are taking a look, and they are going to say that he is short.
It really makes you just amazed at how easy Philadelphia does it.
Yeah. And the problem with this, Mike, and not that it's ultimately going to matter, but this is going to run a lot of time off the clock here. Down to 2:25 to go. They line up in the same formation. Bajan gets the snap, driving straight ahead. No signal yet. Officials running in to take a look. Bears say he's in the end zone. What do the officials say? Touchdown. 1-yard touchdown run for Tyson Bajan. And with 2:12 to go, it's now 30-13.
Well, that time he went straight ahead. The first one he went off to the right and went a little east and west before he tried to go north and south. This one he just went straight right from the beginning.
Brad Rogers made an announcement. The Bears had actually tried to challenge the play before, but they said the flag was thrown after the snap. It doesn't matter as they get in. Now the Bears will go for 2.
Luckily, they didn't call stop play.
Try to make it a 30-15 game. But you're right, it is amazing how easy the Eagles make it look. Now the Eagles did fail to convert today. Jalen Hurts fumbled down on the goal line.
And they also ran a different play off of it as well, a counter play.
Which I think we were all waiting for. It was going to happen eventually. Shotgun snap to Bajan. Back to pass. Looking. Throws to the end zone, incomplete. Trying to get it to Blasingame. And the pass was broken up by Isang Bassey, the former Bronco. And so it stays a 30-13 game with 2:12 remaining. Time to check the schedule of games coming up on Westwood One, sponsored by Hulu Plus Live TV. Tomorrow night, the Raiders in Detroit to take on the Lions. Then on Thursday night, the Steelers welcome in the Tennessee Titans. Sunday morning from Frankfurt, Germany, Dolphins and the Chiefs. And then next Sunday night, we'll be in Cincinnati. The Buffalo Bills visit to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hulu has live sports. Watch football games all season long with over 90 live channels. Get Hulu Plus Live TV today. Live TV plan required. Restrictions apply. Access content from each service separately and select ESPN Plus content via Hulu. Learn more at Hulu.com.
I heard through the grapevine that I wasn't given the Germany game because I would expense the beer.
That was a big concern, I heard. There was a big meeting about it.
Yeah.
Always a concern with you. Now the Bears, you figure, onside kick time. Cairo Santos tees it up at the 35. Of course, they've changed the rules over the years. You can't have all the guys stacked to one side the way that you used to.
it's such a low percentage play anymore.
Extremely low percentage. Santos kicks it over to his right. There's a scramble for it. Did it just work?
I think it may.
The ball's still loose.
Still loose.
The Chargers have it now.
I thought the Bears had it.
Well, they are saying that it's Charger ball. Yeah, boy, that looked like that play was dead and over, and all of a sudden the ball came flying out of there. And the Chargers went and jumped on it. Let's take a look at the replay here. Santos kicking it to his right. It was touched by a Charger, so that's a loose ball. The Bears had an opportunity, and that ball was just being kind of dragged around on the ground. The officials blew the play dead before anybody ever had that ball. Keenan Allen eventually recovered it. They're talking about this, but the officials blew this dead when the ball was still loose.
Put 2 minutes and 8 seconds on the game clock, please. 2:08. Thank you.
Yeah, it did seem like they blew it dead while the ball was still moving around.
Yeah, nobody had that. They just had a great shot here from our friends at NBC. That ball was rolling around free, and they came in saying it was a dead ball. Now, Keenan Allen did eventually recover it, so the Chargers will have it at the Bears 44, and now they're stopping play because an official was not in his proper position yet.
Maybe he thought the game was over.
He was ready to go expense the beer. Herbert under center on 1st and 10 from the Bears 44. Herbert takes the snap, hands it off to Spiller, and Isaiah Spiller straight ahead, maybe got a yard to the 43, and that will take us down to the 2-minute warning here at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles with the score, the Chargers 30 and the Bears 13. A reminder to stay with us for the Sunday Night Football post-game report. We'll recap the highlights and stats from tonight's game. Plus, you'll hear from a member of the winning team. It's Scott Graham will once again have the scores and highlights from around the league, all coming up after the game. Almost all the NFL excitement on NBC next Sunday. Bills and the Bengals in Cincinnati. You can hear Sunday Night Football each week right here beginning at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on many of these same stations, the NFL app, or online at WestwoodOneSports.com. And that will certainly be an emotional game next week, Mike, going back to Cincinnati. Of course, the Bills were there late last year, and a scary on-field incident involving Damar Hamlin. Everybody so excited that Hamlin has come back this year. He's healthy. He's not played a lot. He's been inactive for most of the season, but just the fact that he is healthy and back on an NFL roster is amazing.
It's one of the great stories that has nothing to do with sports. The fact that sports are involved in it is one thing, but him being back, as you mentioned, he's been basically inactive for the season, save for one game, but that does not matter at all. The man is back with his team, out, on the field, and especially on the practice field, part of that team. Just an incredibly great miracle story.
Boy, what a job. It started that night by both Bengals and Bills fans donated to his charity, which has raised millions and millions of dollars over the last year, helping out a lot of people. Here's a handoff to Spiller, running left outside the hash marks, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. TJ Edwards on the stop, clock moving down to 1:50 to go.
Well, it's interesting. We talked about at the beginning of this game, both teams with 2 wins, but seem to be going in different directions, and the Chargers certainly answered some questions tonight, and with the Chicago Bears, it's, while Tyson Bagent, it's been a very cool story. We don't know how much longer it'll go, and when Justin Fields is going to be back, and because that's the decision these Bears are going to have to make by the end of the year with Justin Fields and where that's going to go. But the Chargers certainly answered some questions tonight after losing 2 of their last 2 games.
Chargers letting the clock run here. Play clock down to 2. Herbert gets the snap. He'll hand it off to Spiller again, running left side just outside the hash marks down to the 41. TJ Edwards with the tackle. And the Chargers here will let the clock roll, and we'll see.
It'll be one more play.
Yeah, probably just hand off one more time. By the way, that fumble by Austin Eckler cost Justin Herbert his 300-yard game, because it was a loss of 6 before Eckler fumbled, and so Herbert, who had been over 300, is now at 298. So
and there would be words spoken.
Back in 24.
Yeah.
Career 300-yard games. Herbert is standing right next to Brad Rodgers. They're going to let the play clock run all the way down, and then it looks like the Chargers are going to take a timeout. Brandon Staley standing next to the official on the sideline as well, and there is the timeout with 30 seconds on the game clock, and it looks like they're bringing the punt team out.
That's right, it's 4th down, you're right. I said they only had one more snap, but it was 4th down, so they had to punt it away, right?
I thought maybe they just run a play, see if they can get the first down, but they'll bring out J.K. Scott, who has mostly been involved in holding tonight. This will be just his 2nd punt.
He will be pretty fresh.
No doubts. Chargers with a win tonight going to go to 3-4. While the Bears, meanwhile, will drop down to 2-6.
He will be fresh, unlike the punters in the Jets-Giants game, who had to ice their legs today.
15 combined punts in the first half. J.K. Scott, it's a high end-over-end kick towards the far sideline. Trent Taylor, a fair catch, and he's got it at the 16 with 22 seconds left. So, in the AFC West, with the Chargers getting the win, they're at 3-4. That's tied with the Raiders, who go to Detroit tomorrow night. Chiefs with that loss today at 6-2. So, I mean, look, you're the Chargers. You come out of this tonight saying, we're 2 games back in the loss column.
It's exactly right. It's exactly right. It's amazing how much can change in a week, because I don't think a lot of people expected what happened in Denver today of them beating Kansas City.
Yeah, the Chiefs, of course, have the Dolphins next week over in Germany. Bears are done for the night. Bajan's just going to drop down to a knee, and that will be the final snap of the game. A dominating performance tonight from the L.A. Chargers. They get back in the win column, and they snap the Bears' 2-game winning streak. The Chargers prevail by a score of 30-13. The Chargers moved to 3-4 on the season. They had it going from their opening drive tonight and just kept it going all night long. Terrific performance by their offense. The defense showed up tonight, Mike, and made some plays. A complete team win for the L.A. Chargers.
And as you mentioned, I mean, where we thought that they might be headed for the rest of the season, all of a sudden, with Kansas City losing and a couple games back there, you just never know where it's going to take us. We're not even to the halfway. We're right in the area of the halfway point. Odd number now. Tough to, lost that 16, just 18 halfway. My simple math went out the window.
Well, we often talk about getting off to good starts and how important that is for teams, and probably sometimes it's overrated. But the Chargers got off to a really good start tonight with their offense. Remember, they started their first drive. They were inside the 10 and went right down the field and scored. And a big part of their offense tonight, he's always a big part of what the Chargers do, is Keenan Allen. He had 8 catches for 69 yards in the ball game tonight, went over 10,000 scrimmage yards in his career, and he joins us down on the field. Keenan, Ryan Radke, Mike Golick upstairs. Congratulations to you and your team on the win. We were just talking about it. You guys got off to a great start tonight and just kept it rolling throughout. Feels like this is exactly what your team needed in this game.
Absolutely. It was a great win for us. Way to bounce back and get the win at home, and let's try to get something going.
Keenan, what was the talk during the week? Your last 2 games, losses, and the offense put 17 on the board both those games, and you guys, are capable of much more than that. So what was the chatter this week about the offense?
Just about hitting a hard reset, going back to the basics, going back to training camp, and understanding where the chemistry started at, where it came from, and let's just go back to that and build from there.
Why did the offense work so well tonight? What went right?
I think the coaching, the game plan was great. We came out and executed early. We got off to a hot start. We scored the first 3 drives, I think, and it was a good feeling.
Keenan, you don't have Mike Williams, no Gerald Everett tonight. Joshua Palmer's been banged up, but you did get a healthy Austin Eckler going tonight. I mean, you're such a key to what this offense does, but tell us about what it does for your offense when Austin is operating the way he was tonight.
Oh, man, it's huge. I think the performance tonight speaks for itself. When he's healthy and he's 100% and he's ready to go, he's able to break at any time. So, we got to love that.
Keenan, congratulations on the win. Thanks for a few minutes. Safe travels. Stay healthy.
All right, thank you.
Keenan Allen, wide receiver for the L.A. Chargers on a big night for the home team. They beat the Bears 30-13. When we return, Scott Graham rejoins us from our studios with a post-game report. You are listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
No, I'm getting a cold.
Honey.
Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Scott for Scots here. The best time to feed your lawn is in the fall, which is right now. The soil is warm, the air is cool, and your lawn can't wait for a feeding. And neither should you. So pick up a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard and put it down now to strengthen those roots for winter and give your lawn a deeper green next spring. Do it. Today. Right this second. Well, not if you're driving. If that's the case, go pick up a bag first, then go put it down. Now.
Pick up a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. It's guaranteed.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
If you're like most people, you've had your fair share of financial questions. Questions like, can I afford my son's travel hockey team? What if my daughter doesn't get that soccer scholarship? Will I be able to enjoy golf in retirement? At Empower, we know these questions can be stressful. We're here to help answer your what-ifs and empower what's next. Join 18 million Americans and take control of your financial future. Start today at Empower.com. Sponsored by Empower Personal Wealth.
Retired or retiring soon? How much money do you need to live comfortably? Retirement Planners of America is here for you. Would you like to have financial peace of mind? Here's how. Step 1. Find out the amount of money you'll need to retire. Step 2. Have a plan to get there. Step 3. Make sure that plan can take advantage of market gains but protect you from market losses. Discover how to do all three with a free consultation at 800-508-6108. That's 800-508-6108.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
Scott Graham from our Westwood One studios following Sunday Night Football at SoFi Stadium in L.A. between the Bears and the L.A. Chargers. Now, L.A. coming into this game and desperately needing a win. After bye week in Week 5, they've lost back-to-back games to the Cowboys and Kansas City Chiefs, and 2-4 for the third time in the last 5 seasons. We talked about this at the top. Of the previous 22 times the Chargers have started 2-4, they've made the playoffs once. That was back in 1992, but different landscape right now, especially with Kansas City's loss earlier in the day today. Chargers needed to figure out a way to get going tonight with the offense that has been stagnant, and as it started out, they got the offense going right away. In the first possession of the game, they took over at their own 8-yard line, and we got a preview of what the night was going to look like. Justin Herbert using a lot of short passes, getting rid of the ball quickly, getting it into the hands of playmakers, and once he was on the Bears side of the field, he got it into the hand of his smallest playmaker, who wants to be the biggest playmaker again.
Second down, 6 from the Bears 39. Pistol formation. Receiver in motion from right to left. That's Allen. Here's the snap. Herbert back on the play fake. Looks left. Throws left. Caught by Eckler outside the numbers. Breaks the tackle. Out to the sideline. 35. 30 to the 25. 20. 15. 10-5. Eckler diving. Is he in? He is. Touchdown Chargers. Austin Eckler races down the left sideline and scores, and the Chargers have taken the lead. 6-0 LA, 7:08 to go in the first quarter. The 30th receiving touchdown of Austin Eckler's career.
92-yard drive that took 5.5 minutes. Cameron Dicker's extra point was good, and it was 7-0. The Chargers weren't letting up in that first quarter. The next time they got the football back via the punt, they got it at their own 45-yard line. This time, it took them 9 plays to go 55 yards. The result was similar.
Herbert in the gun, hands in front of his chest, brings Johnson in motion from left to right. Here's the snap. Herbert back, looks left, looks middle, throws left. That's caught across the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown Chargers, and it's Simi Fehoko. It's his first catch of the season. It's his first career touchdown. And the Chargers lead 13-0.
14-0 after the extra point. That was the score at the end of the first quarter. In the second, Chargers used an interception to give themselves field position, and Dicker hit a 43-yard field goal to make it 17-0. This is just about at the halfway point of the second quarter. At this point, the Bears needed something to try to keep the game alive. What they did off that was go on a 14-play, 75-yard march. When I say march, it wasn't marching quickly. It took them more than 7 minutes off the clock, but ultimately, inside the 2-minute warning, Chicago broke through.
Third down and 4. Trips to the right, single man left. Bagent takes the snap, tosses it right side. Darrington Evans has the edge inside the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown Bears. Darrington Evans with an 11-yard touchdown run, and the Bears are on the board. 1:47 to go in the first half. Chargers 17, Bears 6.
Santos' extra point was good, so 17-7 game. Had it stayed there, no telling where this game might have been able to go if they went into halftime just down by the 10. However, the Chargers were not going to let that happen. They got the ball at the 25-yard line with that 1:47, and they used most of the clock getting downfield for 9 plays and 75 yards. And they capped what was probably the most important drive of the game with the Wrangler jeans highlight of the game.
Herbert lifts his right leg, takes the shotgun snap, back to pass, looking, fires right side, caught by Parham, escapes the tackle, into the end zone. Touchdown Chargers. Donald Parham with the catch, got away from the defense and scores. An 11-yard touchdown strike, and the Chargers answer back with 4 seconds to go in the half. LA extends the lead, now on top 23-7.
That's the highlight of the game, sponsored by Wrangler. 75 years of history and still blazing trails. Check out Wrangler.com today to discover new styles and all the latest denim trends. Wrangler, for the ride of life. The extra point was good. We had ourselves a 24-7 game at halftime, and you knew at this point that the Bears were going to be in the middle of an uphill fight. Offense is not their specialty. Their first possession of the second half was a 3-and-out. Second time around, though, they tried to see if they could move the ball and put together a drive. This is the Chargers basically locking down defensively all night long on Chicago. Ultimately, when it came to it, midway through the third quarter, they locked down on a huge fourth down play.
Bagent's going to go under center. 2 receivers right, 1 left. They need the 30 for a first down. Bagent brings a receiver in motion from the right. Here's the snap. Handoff. Johnson straight ahead. I don't think so. They've got him marked shy of the 30-yard line. The Chargers turn the Bears away. Joey Bosa with the tackle, and the Chargers will take over at the Bears 29.
For all intents and purposes, that was your ball game. Cameron Dicker hit 2 more field goals. Tyson Bagent got in on a quarterback sneak with just over 2 minutes left to go in the game. That's what brought us to our final score, 30-13 tonight, as the Chargers dominate on Sunday Night Football and get a much-needed win. More on tonight's game. Let's go back out to SoFi Stadium and rejoin Ryan Radke and Mike Golick. Guys?
All right, Scott, thanks very much. The Charger fans that were here go home happy as they see their team get back in the win column, snapping a 2-game losing streak with a 30-13 win. Chargers opened with 2 losses, then won 2 games, had lost 2 games. And they came into tonight, Mike, knowing this was a really important game at home against the Bears team that, look, is playing a quarterback in his second career start. And they took advantage. I mean, Keenan Allen talked about it. That opening drive of the game to start inside the 10 and go 92 yards and score a touchdown with Eckler a big part of it, as he had been struggling the last couple of weeks. It really just seemed to set the tone for the whole night.
It really did. I loved the timing routes to the outside. I love the underneath routes to Eckler as well. And the key is Herbert, right? Justin Herbert. We talked about the last 3 games. He was sub 60%. Tonight he was 77%. Last 3 games he was sub 90 rating. Tonight he was a 122 rating. And we talked about Chicago not getting pressure, being one of the worst in the league at sacks. They only had 10. Not a great pressure rate at all. So Herbert was 31 of 40, and there was no pressure on 30 of the attempts. 30 of the drop-back attempts, there was no pressure by the Bears. So good timing routes, all well run, but you can do that when there's nobody in your face.
Man, Herbert spread the ball around tonight, despite the fact he's down a couple of weapons. Quentin Johnston got involved, the first-round pick. I'm sure the fans here love to see that. He's been kind of slow out of the gates. We heard from Donald Parham, and I think Scott nailed it too, Mike. That touchdown before the half, the Bears had just scored, finally had something positive. It's 17-7. Bears get a quick stop, maybe get a field goal, down 7, go into the locker room. Instead, the Chargers go all the way down the field, get that touchdown to answer. And it felt like, even though there was 30 minutes left, it kind of felt like that sealed the deal.
It did. You really needed Chicago to come out and get that quick stop right away, which they weren't able to do right away in the third quarter. And I thought this looked the most like this Charger offense that we had seen. Eckler, I had said, listen, this isn't rocket science. Get it in his hands. I said 20 to 24 touches. He had 23 touches. I mean, that's the sweet spot for him. The more he touches, normally the better off they're going to be.
123 scrimmage yards for Eckler tonight. He had 108 combined in his last 2 games. Meanwhile, for the Bears, Tyson Bagent, 25 of 37, 232 yards. He was picked off a couple of times in the game. Cole Kmet finishes with 10 catches for 79 yards. We said this during the broadcast. I don't think Bagent was the problem tonight. Did he make some bad throws? Sure, he did. But I don't think he was the issue. The issue really for the Bears, 73 yards rushing tonight, just the second time this year they've been held under 100. Snapped a 4-game string where they had run for 160 or more. They weren't able to do what's made them successful.
And the Chargers, now the Chargers do play well against a run. They can hold you to under 100 yards, but that's when you got to take control. You got to have that offensive line take control of the running game, and they just weren't able to do it. So kudos to the Chargers for that, to continue what they've done stopping the run. But I'm with you. Bagent was not the problem here, and it just seems like he can gain more and more confidence. And as we talked about before, we don't know what it's going to be next week for them. They're at New Orleans next week, so will Justin Fields, as you said correctly, he's been cleared, but now it's the grip strength, to be able to hold on to the ball and the velocity he can get on the ball of whether he's going to get back there or not. But from what I've seen, I'd be really confident in Bagent if he had to go forward of giving him that full offense and letting him throw the ball around. You said 2 interceptions. One was not his fault.
Yeah.
By any stretch. That was through Darnell Mooney hit him right in the chest and popped out.
Bagent would have been the second D2 quarterback ever to win his first 2 starts. Dieter Brock of the 85 Rams remains the only guy to do it. He was a 34-year-old rookie at that point in time. He actually went 11-4 that year as the Rams starting quarterback. Never played again in the NFL.
That's amazing.
You mentioned tough stretch for the Bears. They're in a stretch 4 of 5 on the road. They still have 3 of their next 4 coming up on the road. They're in a division that seems like it's kind of open. I mean, we think the Lions have established themselves. Vikings lose Kirk Cousins today.
The Vikings have won 3 in a row, but they lose Kirk Cousins. So that I think that's going to erase them from that and really give Detroit the big time upper hand, because all of a sudden we started thinking, could Minnesota challenge them? But going to be difficult without Cousins.
Chargers at the Jets Monday Night Football next week. Then they come back here to play Detroit. I think the word for the Chargers is what we started tonight talking about: consistency.
Yes.
They had a good night tonight. Can they go on the road against a good Jets defense next week and find some rhythm offensively, or are we going to see them slip back again?
Yeah, the offense, how we talk about a good defense always keeps you in a game. Well, this Charger team is led by their offense, so they have to be able to have the ability to match scores when they're going against a team that can score a lot, i.e. the Chiefs right in their own division there, which, again, were beat by the Broncos today. I know they beat the Broncos early in the season, but the Broncos defense has played well in both these games. So this really flipped almost a 180 for me, Ryan, on the Chargers, on where I thought it was going to go and where they are, coupled with the Chiefs' loss today. I'm not sitting here saying the Chargers are going to now win this division, but they put themselves in position to say, you know what, there's a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, and what was a train before maybe isn't so much.
Yeah. All right, Michael, enjoyed it. As always, safe travels from South Bend out to Scottsdale.
Thank you much.
And we'll see you again in a couple of weeks. We'll be in Cincinnati next Sunday night for the Bills coming in. Hall of Famer Tony Baselli will be with me in the booth for that one. Final score tonight, Chargers win it 30-13. Send it back to Scott Graham now in our Westwood One studios.
All right, thank you very much, guys. When we come back, we're going to run down all the scores and highlights from today's NFL action. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-330-2929. That's 800-330-2929. 800-330-2929.
Urgent Camp Lejeune settlement message. On September 6th, the government announced it will soon begin providing fast, guaranteed settlements to Camp Lejeune Marines, families, and civilians. Awards will range between $100,000 and $550,000, with an option for higher amounts. If you or a loved one spent time at Camp Lejeune and suffered cancers of the bladder, liver, or kidneys, leukemia, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, Parkinson's, or kidney issues, you may qualify for compensation and could be paid within 60 days after accepting your settlement, with your VA benefits fully protected. You may be entitled to a significant financial award for your Camp Lejeune claim, but you must act now. Call the James Harris Law Camp Lejeune helpline now to get the compensation you deserve. We're already fighting for thousands harmed by the water at Camp Lejeune. Call now, or you may forever lose your right to be awarded a settlement between $100,000 and $550,000. For your free evaluation, call 800-217-1155. That's 800-217-1155. 800-217-1155.
Now's the time to get your place ready for company with up to 40% off select online bath at the Home Depot, because the holidays are coming to town, and so are your friends, your family, and their friends and family. So let the Home Depot help get your bathroom guest ready with the Tabana Vanity and the matte black Oswell faucet from Glacier Bay. For more storage and a new modern look, refresh your space with up to 40% off select online bath. Plus, get free delivery on all online vanities and faucets from the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Welcome back to the Sunday Night Football postgame show following a win by the Chargers over the Bears. What happened earlier today in the National Football League? Kansas City Chiefs had quite a streak going into Denver today. 16 straight wins against the Broncos, the longest active win streak by one team against another in the National Football League. And the Chiefs, of course, with the high-powered offense, second in the NFL in yards per game and passing yards per game. Denver allowing 31 points per game, but here was one trend coming in. It only allowed 18 points per game over their last two. They had split those games. So, what happens here? Well, I gave you all of those numbers because you knew I was setting you up for something, right? Denver did a pretty good job of taking care of the football today. Kansas City Chiefs did not.
Takes the snap. Mahomes in the pocket, in trouble. Tries to climb the stiff arms. Bonito throws the ball on the run. That ball is intercepted. Justin Simmons. Simmons in Kansas City territory. Get out of bounds, Justin. 5 Kansas City turnovers in the game.
Dave Logan on KOA in Denver. The Denver Broncos finally break that losing streak to the Chiefs, winning today by a score of 24-9, their first win against Kansas City since Week 2 of 2015. Russell Wilson only threw for 114 yards, but he threw 3 touchdown passes and no interceptions on the day as Denver improves to 3-5. Patrick Mahomes, who was feeling under the weather, 241 yards, 2 interceptions, and lost a fumble in his first loss to a divisional opponent on the road in his entire career. He'd been 16-0 coming in. After the game, it was his head coach who took the blame.
17 points. We gave them really off of turnovers, great field position. I take full responsibility for it. I saw things tonight or this afternoon that I haven't seen before from the guys, so that's my responsibility to make sure they're right, and we weren't right today.
So after their first game without a touchdown in nearly 2 years, the Chiefs are now 6-2, and they head to Germany to take on Miami next week. Interesting matchup, and it turns out could be a pivotal matchup in the AFC before all is said and done. Another team that's right in this mix right now with Kansas City falling to 6-2 are the Baltimore Ravens. They went to Arizona today and beat the Cardinals 31-24. Lamar Jackson throws for a touchdown. Gus Edwards runs for 3. Baltimore, as we said, now sitting at 6-2. John Harbaugh's team is right back in this thing.
You know, my mom always says, get the lead, keep the lead. So, you know, we're tied for the lead, I guess. But it's a long season. As we say, nobody's crowned after 8 games. There's a lot of football to be played. The season is long for a reason, you know, and it does weed out the best. And if we want to be the best or considered the best, we're going to have to do it over the long haul. Very confident in our guys. I think our guys have what it takes: character, toughness, resilience. I really love our guys. I'm proud of our guys. I think that they fight, man. They fight, and we have really good players. We're really talented.
Arizona only been averaging 9.5 points over their last 2 games. Today they put up 17 in the fourth quarter. Joshua Dobbs, big part of that. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for 1, but he also threw 2 interceptions. One of those touchdowns, by the way, to Marquise Brown, who began his career with the Baltimore Ravens. Arizona is now 1-7. Bill Belichick does not like going to South Florida. There's a lot of reasons, not the least of which is his team lost 5 of their last 6 games at Miami coming in, and Belichick going up against Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, 0 for 5. And you know why? Tua Tagovailoa's got a lot of weapons.
Second down and a long 5 to go. Play action fake back to throw. Tua deep downfield. Touchdown. He's got Tyreek for a touchdown.
What a throw. My gosh, he put it right on the money off a fake. Tua throws a perfect pass to Tyreek Hill. It's a matter of time. Everybody was cheating up a little bit. What a throw.
Jimmy Cefalo and Joe Rose, the WBGG, WINZ Miami Dolphins radio network. One of 3 touchdown passes on the day for Tua, who threw for 324 yards in a 31-17 victory over the New England Patriots. Tyreek Hill, 8 catches for $112 in that touchdown. He becomes the first player in the Super Bowl era with 1,000 yards receiving over the season's first 8 games.
I've been calling my shot, man, since I came in the league. You know, a lot of people doubted me, said I couldn't do this and do that, but it's all about believing in yourself. That's the one thing my mom and dad always taught me. So here I am today. I'm very blessed, very thankful to be in this position, and no greater day to do it. You know, I had my kids here today, so no greater day to do it.
Dose of perspective, Tyrese has more receiving yards than 8 teams' entire wide receiver rooms. Miami now 6-2, as we said. New England falls to 2-6. Mac Jones, 19 out of 29 for 161 yards and a couple of scores on the day. Kendrick Bourne had a touchdown but left the game with a right knee injury as the New England Patriots dropped one once again in South Florida. Jacksonville, the hottest team in the National Football League right now because they've won 5 in a row. They went into Pittsburgh today and won once again 20-10 the final. Trevor Lawrence throws for a touchdown on this one, and Travis Etienne continues to be an impact player. 79 yards on the ground, 70 through the air, including a 56-yard touchdown catch, as Jacksonville wins in Pittsburgh again. Generally, they play well when they play in Pittsburgh, and they did once again today. On the other side, Kenny Pickett got knocked out of this game with a rib injury. Mitch Trubisky came on to relieve him and threw for 138 yards, but also a pair of interceptions. I think Fitzpatrick was injured in the first quarter. A hamstring injury. He did not return. Tough day for the Steelers, who fall to 4-3. Not a tough day to be Cincinnati. We talk about this all the time. It seems to happen every year. They were 1-3 to start the season. People were writing them off. It scored fewer than 20 points in 4 games this year. Joe Burrow not throwing a passing touchdown in 3 of the 6 games this year. You can make all of that go away, though, when you go out to Santa Clara and your offense is working.
Burrow takes a pass to the right, throws toward the end zone. Chase with an over-the-shoulder catch. Touchdown! Bengals! Baby. And he does a backflip in the back of the end zone. Instead of the gritty, he made like an Olympic gymnast and did a flying backflip to celebrate his touchdown.
Dan Horton, Dave Lapham, Cincinnati's ESPN 1530 of the Bengals radio network. Burrow throws for 3 scores. Jamar Chase, 10 catches for 100 yards. And Cincinnati beats San Francisco 31-17. So the team that was once 1-3, it's won 3 in a row. They're now 4-3. Look out. And as we said, we've got them next week on Sunday Night Football right here on Westwood One. Head scratcher maybe for the Niners. Remember, this was a 5-0 team. They have now lost 3 in a row. Brock Purdy was cleared from concussion protocol and played, threw for 366 yards and a touchdown, but he also threw a couple of interceptions as he loses at home for the first time. Christian McCaffrey got a touchdown today, a 2-yard rushing score in the first quarter. That's his 17th straight game, regular or postseason, with a touchdown, tying the all-time record that was set by the Colts' Lenny Moore. Now, the Niners sitting at 5-3 going into their bye. When they come back out of it, they've got a tough trip ahead of them as they take on the Jags in Jacksonville. Tennessee and Atlanta today at Nissan Stadium. This was a chance for Will Levis to finally play. The Titans drafted him in the second round, number 33 overall out of Kentucky. Played in 24 games over 2 seasons at Kentucky, won 17 of them, and today he stepped in for the injured Ryan Tannehill. Well, he had himself a day and a half, 2, call it 4.
Play fake, Levis rolling to the right, looking, firing deep downfield, going for Westbrook Akine in the end zone. Touchdown! Titans! Will Levis on his back gets to watch as he has just thrown his 4th touchdown pass of his NFL debut. Hey, that dude has got an arm. Whoa! What a big time throw.
By Keith, Dave McGinnis, enjoying it on Titans Radio as Tennessee beats Atlanta today 28-23. Will Levis, the second player since 1970 with 4 passing touchdowns in his NFL debut. Know who the other guy was? Marcus Mariota. Same team. Wearing a different jersey. More on that in a moment. But here's what Will had to say after his impressive first career start.
This is a dream come true for sure. But, I mean, yeah, I got 12 minutes to celebrate it before we're on to Pittsburgh, as Vrabel said. So, but, I mean, like you said, I've been dreaming of this moment as a kid my entire life. Even just to touch the field in an NFL game, let alone get a win, is incredible.
Tennessee now 3-4. They wore the throwback jerseys today of the Houston Oilers. You know, when you have a kind of a rough day and things aren't going right, well, turn on the TV today and you see that, and all of a sudden, Dan Pastorini is throwing to Ken Burrow. Earl Campbell is running downfield. Robert Brazile is making plays, and I was happy. I really was. Atlanta, on the other side, takes the loss. Desmond Ridder went out after clearing the concussion protocol. He stayed out of the game. Taylor Heineke came on to replace him, went 12 for 21 for $175 and a touchdown, but Atlanta is now 4-4. Okay, wackiest ending to a game all day long. The Giants and the Jets in the battle for the Meadowlands. The Giants basically had this game taken care of. They had the football in Jets territory, Jets out of timeouts, and the Giants basically take it down to the final 28 seconds of the game. That's when Brian Dable decides he's going to kick a field goal and put this game away, stretch the lead to 6 points and force the Jets to score a touchdown. Well, Brian Daboll's kicker, Graham Gano, missed a chip shot field goal, his second miss of the day. That gave Zach Wilson an opportunity to get downfield. He was going to have to make 2 big plays to do it, and he did.
Zach Wilson in the shotgun. 2 receivers to either side. Carter to his right. Takes the snap, drops back, 4-man rush, under pressure. Scrambles right, throws across his body. Caught down at the 25-yard line by Lazard. He's down to the 16. 5 seconds to go. The Jets trying to get lined up to spike it. Zach Wilson spikes it. 1 second on the clock. And Greg Zuerlein will come out to try a field goal to tie the game.
Bob Wischusen in the 98.7 ESPN Jets Radio Network. He made that field goal as time expired from 35 yards out, and we went to overtime. Now, the Giants had lost their quarterback, Tyrod Taylor. They virtually had no offense toward the end of the game other than Saquon Barkley. When they couldn't get it done, the Jets got the football back. They got themselves a pass interference call, and they got themselves close enough to give Zuerlein a chance to do it again.
Zuerlein ready. The snap clean, the placement down, the kick is up, and the kick hooks to the left, but it's gone! Inside the left upright for Zuerlein, and the Jets win it in overtime, and honestly, I'm not sure how.
I think there's a lot of people, Bob, that left that stadium not sure how. I mean, they just watched a game where there were 24 punts by both sides. The NFL record is 27, but the Jets win it by a 13-10 final. Head coach Robert Saleh for the Jets was asked after the game about the mindset of his team when Gano missed that chip shot field goal and opened the door.
Initially, before the ball snapped, it's, we're thinking clock situation, get the ball down and get a shot to a Hail Mary. Thankfully, they, free play, get the explosive, and gave us a chance to get in field goal range. So, it's a series of just sloppy ball all the way around. But they never ask how. They ask how many.
Jets are now 4-3 with the win. As we said, Tyrod Taylor had a rib injury. He left the game and actually left the building. They took him to a local hospital. So Tommy DeVito came on, an undrafted rookie free agent out of Illinois. He had the Giants' only touchdown of the day on a 6-yard rush in the third quarter, but passing the ball was not his strong suit. 2 out of 7 for -1 passing yards, and the Giants couldn't turn things over to DeVito to throw the ball. Big girls don't cry. Saquon Barkley had 36 carries for 128 yards on the day today, but the Giants fall to 2-6. Still to come, more scores, highlights, and post-game reaction. You're listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.
Imagine having all the money you need for retirement, all the income, every month, guaranteed. That's Secure Future Investor, an indexed annuity tied to growth in the stock market, but without any risk of loss ever. It's guaranteed money for life income, no matter how long you live. Call 888-509-2228. 888-509-2228. Sponsored by GP Agency, Inc., Raleigh, North Carolina. Licensed in all states. Performance may vary. Consult with your financial professional before making an investment decision.
Before Shopify, were you wondering, where are my sales at? Now you're selling with Shopify, the global commerce platform supercharging your selling. You have no problem selling online, in person, on social media, and beyond. Gary, easy on the cha-ching.
Oh, sorry, but my Shopify sales are through the roof.
Start selling with Shopify today and discover how millions of businesses around the world use Shopify to ignite their selling. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/touchdown. Shopify.com/touchdown.
Back to the Sunday Night Football post-game show following a victory for the Chargers over the Bears. What else happened in the league today? Well, Philadelphia Eagles right now are unchallenged as the team with the best record in the National Football League. They were going to have to get through the Washington Commanders, a team that has given them a lot of struggles. Last year they beat them in Philly. Earlier this year the two teams played and it took overtime in Philly for the Eagles to win that game. Today they had to do some coming from behind, but the good news for the Philadelphia Eagles is that they've got A.J. Brown, who basically right now can catch just about anything.
Hurts back, Hurts looking, goes into the end zone, and it is caught! It is caught! Touchdown, A.J. Brown! I don't know how he put it in. He was near the sideline. What a play!
Merrill Reese, Sports Radio 94 WIP. We need video for this. He reached with one hand, was folding his body in half and had his feet behind him, somehow got them in too. It was one of 2 touchdown catches for A.J. Brown. Julio Jones, the recently acquired, ended up with the go-ahead touchdown in this one for Philly, and they win it by a score of 38-31. Jalen Hurts, 319 yards and 4 touchdowns, although he did lose a fumble today. But Philly now at 7-1, the best record in the National Football League. They've got the Dallas Cowboys coming to Philadelphia next week. Sam Howell started this game well. He threw for 397 yards and 4 touchdowns, but he did not finish as strong. Ended up throwing an interception and missed on a couple of open targets late in the game. Washington falls to 3-5. Dallas, the team that's going to Philly next week, is going to go there with a 5-2 record because they made quick work of the Rams today in Big D. They led 33-3 at halftime and ultimately won 43-20. 4 touchdown passes for Dak Prescott. And check out this day for CeeDee Lamb. 12 catches, 158 yards, both of those career highs, and he caught 2 touchdowns. Also, the Dallas team first with a defensive touchdown, a blocked punt, and a safety in a game since the Dolphins did it back in 2017. They had it firing on all cylinders today as they improved to 5-2. Matthew Stafford left this game early, hit his hand on a helmet, and ultimately ended up injuring his thumb. Cooper Kupp, 21 yards receiving. Puka Nacua, 43 yards receiving. And L.A. falls to 3-5 on the season. All right, you want the ultimate good news, bad news? It's the Minnesota Vikings in Green Bay today taking on the Packers. They figured out a way to get themselves a victory. That means they're 4-4, bouncing back after a horrific 0-3 start to the season and a 1-4 start. So 3 wins in a row is good news, right? Not necessarily. Kirk Cousins, after throwing a couple of touchdown passes, left the game in the fourth quarter and hopped off the field. Anytime you see that, the speculation is going to go right to the Achilles, and that question went right to the head coach after the game.
I'm thinking of Kirk, our locker room, every single player in our locker room, thinking about our leader, our guy right now, and I'm just so proud of him, proud of the way he's played all season long, and whatever is the case, if we don't have him for one snap or for the duration of our season, that will not change the fact of what I believe Kirk Cousins, the level he played to this year, and ultimately what he's meant to me and our organization.
There's going to be an MRI tomorrow for Kirk Cousins. There are broadcast reports that say it is indeed a torn Achilles. We won't find out for sure, though, until tomorrow. Jordan Love, 229 yards and a touchdown, also threw an interception on the day. Aaron Jones back and running the ball, 7 carries, 29 yards. A.J. Dillon, 6 carries, 11 yards. Offense still isn't working for the 2-5 Green Bay Packers. Seattle had throwback jerseys today, too. By the way, if I was happy about the Houston Oilers jersey, I loved the Seahawks throwbacks as well. You remember the nicer blue, the sweeter royal blue, and the brighter green, and the silver helmets. Anyway, I digress. Geno Smith was wearing that today. In the fourth quarters, he was trying to bring his team back against the Cleveland Browns.
Geno from the shotgun. Lock it wide to the far side. JSN. He gets the throw near side. Turns outfield. Got a blocker. Touchdown! Seahawks! No flag. DK Metcalf with a great block. Jackson Smith-Njigba turns upfield and takes it in the front corner of the end zone. What a drive by the Hawks. Thank you, Julian Love, for the pick. And Seattle goes back on top, 23-20.
Steve Rabel on Seahawks Broadcasting. They win it 24-20. Geno Smith did throw a couple of interceptions in this game, but he threw 2 touchdown passes. Tyler Lockett had 8 catches for 81 yards, and Seattle improves to 5-2 on the year. Now, Cleveland hadn't beaten the Seahawks in Seattle since Week 10 of 1989. You want some perspective on that? Well, Bernie Kosar and Dave Craig were the starting quarterbacks. You want more perspective? I wasn't married yet, and I've been married for a really long time. P.J. Walker filling in at quarterback once again, 248 yards and a touchdown, but a pair of interceptions on the day. The Cleveland Browns fall to 4-3 on the season. It was the Saints going to Indianapolis today. Now, 3 of their wins this year come against teams that were a combined 4-15. They were going up against a team with a losing record against Indianapolis, and Derek Carr, averaging the fewest passing yards that he's had since his rookie season, had hit the 300 mark in each of his last 2 games, and he did it again today.
Carr to throw, middle of the pocket, looking, throwing deep down the middle, looking for Rashid Shaheed, catch, see you later, bye, touchdown, Rashid Shaheed.
yards.
Mike Haas, WWL Radio, flagship station of the New Orleans Saints. Shaheed, 3 catches on the day for 153 yards. Derek Carr goes for 310 and 2 scores, and New Orleans wins by a score of 38-27. The other side, you had Gardner Minshew going for 312. That's news, actually, because the Saints hadn't given up a 300-yard passer in 33 straight games. Minshew threw for a couple of touchdowns. Jonathan Taylor ran for 1, but not enough in this ball game for Indianapolis. They are now 3-5 to begin the year. And all kinds of speculation today going into the game between Houston and Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Why? The 5th meeting all time between rookie quarterbacks selected number 1 and number 2 overall since 1967. Last was Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson not all that long ago in 2021. Any time a 2 has faced a 1, any position, over the last 7 games, the number 2 has won. That wasn't the case today. That's because this was a low-scoring game between 2 young quarterbacks and 2 teams trying to figure out a way to find their offensive flow. Carolina had a drive late in the ball game. Took them a long time to get downfield, but they ate a lot of clock, and they set up their kicker for a chip shot for their first win of the year.
Jansen snap, Eckers hold, Pinero's kick. The Panthers win! The first win of the Frank Reich era. Bryce Young's first win as the Panthers quarterback. 15-13, Carolina over Houston. Your final.
And Ace Schroff with the call, the Carolina Panthers radio network, 15-13 the final. Bryce Young threw for 235 yards and a touchdown on the day today. Adam Thielen had 8 more catches for 72 yards as Carolina improves to 1-6. And for Bryce Young, after finally getting to taste victory, this is what it sounded like.
You know, it's definitely an exciting feeling. You know, as we know, wins aren't easy to come by in this league, and you know, it's great to get on the board, great to get one. And you know, right now, obviously, we're fresh, everyone's enjoying it, and we're super happy about it. But it's a lot of excitement. But at the same time, you know, right now is the time for us to enjoy it and have fun. But tomorrow we come back and watch the film, and there's a lot of stuff that we still can get better at, still can improve at, and you know, we don't want to be the team that got a win on week 8. This is, you know, we have to keep building off of this.
C.J. Stroud on the other side was 16 for 24 for just 140 yards on the day. He did run for a score, but did not pass for a score in this ball game. And Houston Texans, who really wanted this one in Carolina today, fall to 3-4 on the season. We're going to wrap things up when we return. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
It's been over 7 years since Pastor Billy Richards was treated successfully for prostate cancer by Pearl Mother Cancer Center, the world's #1 CyberKnife program. After 5 treatments in 1 week, Pastor Billy went right back to leading his Brooklyn congregation.
CyberKnife is truly a blessing for me, my family, and my ministry. If you have prostate cancer, I urge you to look into CyberKnife.
For an appointment, call NYU Langone's Pearl Mother Cancer Center at 833-1-CYBER. That's 833-ONECYBR.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-700-6898. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-700-6898. 800-700-6898 or BigLou.com.
A psoriasis flare-up can make a walk in the park, well, no walk in the park.
It's that obvious, huh? I've tried so many lotions and creams, but I still have symptoms.
So those don't do enough to treat the inflammation beneath the skin, leaving you with those uncontrolled symptoms.
Makes sense, but what else can I do?
You can get real with your dermatologist so they can help you get clear. Make an appointment and, you're already on it.
Hi, yes, I'd like to make an appointment.
Get real clear about psoriasis at letsgetrealclear.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Final score score, the LA Chargers 30, Chicago 13. You've been listening to Westwood One's coverage of Sunday Night Football. Tonight's broadcast has been sponsored by Valley Paper Towels, by Barbasol Shaving Cream, by AutoZone, by NFL.com, and by BetMGM, the official odds provider for Westwood One. Please gamble responsibly. I want to thank our crew for this evening. Studio coordinator Art Martinez, production assistance provided by Roy Robertson and Dan Silverman, the statistician Chad Hartley, our spotter Eric Miller, our engineer Rick Cutter, production supervisors Aaron Cummins and Brian Finkelstein, coordinating producer Mike Eby. The executive producer of Westwood One Sports is Howard Deneroff. Join us again tomorrow night for Monday Night Football when the Las Vegas Raiders face the Detroit Lions. Kevin Harlan and Kurt Warner have all the action. Pre-game coverage with NFL Network's Rich Eisen kicks off at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Then later this week, it's Thursday Night Football as the Tennessee Titans take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Next Sunday morning, we have another international game for you when the Kansas City Chiefs meet the Miami Dolphins live from Frankfurt, Germany. Our coverage begins at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And finally, next Sunday night, the Buffalo Bills battle the Cincinnati Bengals. Catch all those games right here on many of these same stations, on the NFL app, or stream live for free on our website, westwoodonesports.com. Once again, the final tonight from SoFi Stadium, the Chargers 30, the Bears 13. Now for Ryan Radke and Mike Golick, I'm Scott Graham. Thanks for joining us. You've been listening to Sunday Night Football on Westwood One.